Look at you. You're quite different, aren't you? You're limitless. Always ready to show your true colors. You're confident in where you're going, in what you want. And you never hide under shadows. You see, whatever you do, you make them look. Samsung Galaxy A6 and A6 Plus. Make them look.
After re-listening to our player community, Lightspeed Studios took some time and effort to make things as flawless as possible. How do you transfer the map from PC to mobile? That's easy. We simply copied and pasted. No, just kidding. Yeah, whenever we have a bigger city area, there's a greater pressure on performance, especially on mobile devices. Therefore, parameters, specifications for terrains, buildings, vegetations, and more have to be precise in order to run the game smoothly. We also simplified complicated building structures and city items to make it easier for players to loot. The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even some of the vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there is way more content. The area outside the city is a wide open mountainous region which lacks shelter such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot on the back of a slope. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as island, mine caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This new map is awesome. So we're constantly working on stuff during the daytime, and then we stay up all night playing. Who needs sleep?
No! Oh, play pas du moment.
Look at you. You're quite different, aren't you? You're limitless. Always ready to show your true colors. You're confident in where you're going what you want. And you never hide under shadows. You see, whatever you do, you make them look. Samsung Galaxy A6 and A6 Plus. Make them look.
After re-listening to our player community, Lightspeed Studios took some time and effort to make things as flawless as possible. How do you transfer the map from PC to mobile? That's easy. We simply copied and pasted. No, just kidding. Yeah, whenever we have a bigger city area, there's a greater pressure on performance, especially on mobile devices. Therefore, parameters, specifications for terrains, buildings, vegetations, and more have to be precise in order to run the game smoothly. We also simplified complicated building structures and city items to make it easier for players to loot. The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even some of our vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there is way more content. The area outside the city is a wide open mountainous region which lacks shelters such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot on the back of a slope. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as island, mine caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This new map is awesome. So we're constantly working on stuff during the daytime, and then we stay up all night playing. Who needs sleep?
No! Oh, Pwk Invitational.
Look at you. You're quite different, aren't you? You're limitless. Always ready to show your true colors. You're confident in where you're going, in what you want. And you never hide under shadows. You see, whatever you do, you make them look. Samsung Galaxy A6 and A6 Plus. Make them look.
After re-listening to our player community, Lightspeed Studios took some time and effort to make things as flawless as possible. How do you transfer the map from PC to mobile? That's easy. We simply copied and pasted. No, just kidding. Yeah, whenever we have a bigger city area, there's a greater pressure on performance, especially on mobile devices. Therefore, parameters, specifications for terrains, buildings, vegetations, and more have to be precise in order to run the game smoothly. We also simplified complicated building structures and city items to make it easier for players to loot. The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even some of our vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there is way more content. The area outside the city is a wide open mountainous region which lacks shelters such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot on the back of a slope. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as island, mine caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This is no map.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Samsung Galaxy PUBG Mobile Player Well-Known Invitational. I am Achilles, joined here by Joel Sophie. We'll be bringing you guys the action here in the first PUBG Mobile Global Invitational Tournament ever held.
I mean, it's the first time we've ever seen a tournament like this. First time we've been in one, and first time we get to cast anything like this. We haven't cast anything like this in the past, and it's going to be PUBG Mobile, not the PUBG in PC, Xbox, you name it. It's something that's already been out there for many months now, and now we're going to get to the mobile variant to see how this differs to the previous tournaments we've seen in the past.
That's true. You and I have both cast PC, the PC version of PUBG, but mobile going to be a whole new animal, different game mode, obviously different style of controls and everything like that. So it's going to be really interesting to dive into this and see how these players are going to adapt to it. Of course, this tournament's being brought to you by Samsung Galaxy. You guys can go ahead and download PUBG Mobile on your phone if you haven't done it yet. Maybe you're just testing the waters. Maybe you're watching this event to figure out what all the hype is about. And boy, we have a lot to show you as we get ready to go deeper into this one, of course, as well. I want to go ahead and give thanks to Tencent, the sponsor, another sponsor of the event, and it's being presented by Banana Culture. So right now, we're getting ready to go into this. This is an Indonesian tournament. We have 2 days back-to-back. We're doing Indonesia today, and then it's going to be Thailand competitors tomorrow. We have 20 people, 20 team captains, rather, coming into this event. They are streamers, cosplayers, YouTubers, what have you, all have amassed their own 4-man squads, and they are getting ready to take onto the battleground to try to win that first place prize.
I mean, these will be the 20 faces of Indonesian gaming platforms that we have right now because they are the most famous people all over. We talk about what they are. They're coming as streamers, they're coming as cosplayers, and some of the other players that will be participating today, they will be here just very famously known in the Indonesian region, and get to see how they form their own squad because they got their 3 friends join in with and make a 4-man squad, and they'll be coming in trying to win out the chicken dinners all day long. We're gonna have a couple of rounds to decide who the true winner is, but we're gonna get to the overview to see how this all will fall down.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get ready to dive into that one so you guys can see what's at stake and how they are going to achieve those first place spots coming through. So as we said, it's going to be 20 squads. We have 80 players here today, though I believe we have one person who could not make it. So 79 players, one squad, going to be working with a bit of a handicap there as we get ready to jump in. Round 1 on Erangel, round 2 Miramar, then back to Erangel. Close it all out. Of course, it's going to be TPP mode as we are playing on the mobile version, but the prize is playing for both in-game currencies, avatar frames, as you can see there on your screen, as well as supplied Galaxy S9 phones and A6 Pluses if they can't make it into those top 2 spots. Rank 3 going to be walking away with those.
The #1 team will be picking up 2,500 UC, the in-game currency for PUBG Mobile. They're going to have that, but the more important thing is going to be that gold frame, the avatar frame. That's just something that you're going to have on your own out of the entire world of PUBG Mobile players out there. They know how important the avatar is, and if you have that unique avatar all to yourself, that's going to be some type of pride and going to be taken along the
You know that you're messing with somebody who's achieved something when you see that avatar frame coming through. But taking a look at the rankings, first place going to be earning you 500 points. This is per round, all the way down to 20th, where you're only going to be able to get 70. So the higher you rank, obviously, the more points you're going to accrue. And that is going to be very important as we go through these 3 rounds. Not many opportunities for you to rack up those points. But what you can rack up is kills, which will assist you. 20 points for 1 kill, which is one of the highest values on kills that we've seen in any PUBG tournament, whether it's on PC or on mobile.
I mean, if you guys seen any of the things in the past where we've been looking at towards the thing where we had PUBG tournaments in the past. We've had the PC tournaments, and we have many tournaments in the past. But 10 points per kill to 15 is kind of the highest we'll ever get. But 20 points per kill means that we're going to get a lot of early action. The more kills you get, the more likely you're going to win out of the 3 rounds that we'll be deciding today's winner. Is that basically all the variances out there in terms of who's going to get the championship, we won't know until the very last round. And whoever gets the chicken dinner with the highest kills will probably end up taking home the grand prize. And we'll see how that ends up in there as well.
Yeah, so if your former strategy coming into this before you maybe knew how much the kills were going to be worth, if it was to be playing back, play very cautiously, try to sneak into the circle, maybe you have to change up that playstyle now, go a bit more aggressive because the kills are just so darn valuable. So we'll see how that's going to translate into our players' performance when we get ready to jump into that first round.
And we have to remind ourselves that it's 20 team leaders that we have today for Indonesia. They're not all professional players. We only have about 4, I believe.
We have a few that are scattered in there.
That are already up there in the, definitely in the fame that's already within the Indonesian region. But we'll get to see some of them now and get to see some of the faces and the names so you guys can quickly get adjusted to them before we get into round 1.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take a look at some of these guys here. So you can say a lot of MOBA players coming through, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people who stream on Pwk TV over in Indonesia. So these guys have all been invited. They put together a squad with 3 of their friends, family members, maybe even, as well as the personalities that they would know from online, to give them the opportunity to come in here and become the best PUBG Mobile squad in Indonesia.
And I know that the Indonesian domestics out there, they're going to be very familiar with the QTV, which is a top platform in that region. Of course, the Nemo TV comes very close at second, but we see most of the streamers out there coming from QTV. They're going to be trying to get their individual streams out there today, and they're going to be watching from their own streams. And of course, the fans of their individual players here today, they're going to be watching from their own individual streams as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that goes and see the VCR of the interviews of how they were thinking before they came into the competition today.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of background information here. We've seen their faces. Now we get to go ahead and hear from them directly how they're feeling coming into this event and how excited they are to try to become the best PUBG Mobile squad in Indonesia.
Halo guys.
Halo guys.
Halo guys.
Halo guys. Hai guys.
Halo. Yap, halo. Halo nama gua.
Turnamen ini diikuti oleh berbagai call atau influencer dari berbagai negara dan gua salah satunya yang bakal mengikuti turnamen ini.
Nah, untuk event ini gua punya resolusi yaitu gua harus memberikan yang terbaik dan mendapatkan yang terbaik juga.
juga. Siap-siap untuk rata. Jangan lupa pakai pancinya, biar nggak kena bokong oleh saya.
At least aku bisa ngalahin siapapun. Siapapun yang muncul di depanku, di depan mataku, silahkan kembali ke lobby.
Jadi dari video ini gue minta doanya dari kalian semua ya, agar gue bisa juara 1 dalam event ini.
Dan semoga turnamen ini berjalan dengan lancar dan tidak ada kendala satupun. Karena turnamen ini diikuti oleh berbagai macam call atau streamer-streamer ya top banget, termasuk gue tentunya.
Dan jika saya menang juara 1, saya akan teriak, yes, chicken dinner.
Aku dan teman-temanku akan berusaha memenangkan pertandingan ini. Jadi dukung aku ya biar menang.
Ya paling nggak walaupun mereka masih silver, tapi gue percaya gue bisa ngalahin kayak di land cross gitu ya. Bisa berharap kalau gue bisa menangin pertandingan ini. Ya pokoknya tunggu aja deh, doain gue menang. Yeay!
All right, well, a lot of confidence coming in from those players as they get ready to take to the stage and walk away with those chicken dinners. You know, one saying, I'm going to beat them, they're going to go back to the lobby. You're absolutely right, because there's 3 rounds. So you got to do that twice, then a third time, and then you can be like, okay, you know what, I'm number 1.
I mean, you were talking about silver players out there. He was introducing himself as a silver player. He's ready to beat anyone above him. It doesn't matter if you're gold, platinum out there. We know the kind of the highest tier right now is kind of towards the platinum, and the diamond is like the highest tier right now. But these teams are here to win. But even if they don't, I think they're still gonna have a great time here today.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be one of the biggest things here. Everyone's kind of walking away with something. You get to participate in the event, but winning would just be a nice little bit of icing on the cake, the cherry on top, perhaps. But I think we're ready to go ahead and take a look at the teams that these guys have brought along with them. There are 3 players that are going to be going at their sides to try to take down the enemies here. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the team overview.
Look at Rekka, Home Pimpa, Ramaz, and also Chicken King, Wanitalk, FKG, Zero Death, Team Jamet, Toe Gaming, and Killzone Noxious. These are the 10 teams out of the 20 that we'll be seeing today. And they are their team name was basically the red highlighted name. They are the team leader. They are the famous streamers / cosplayers. All these people who have been so famously known in Indonesia, they're going to be taking part and see if they can get their team to a victory.
Yeah, they're going to be our people of interest. You'll notice, I'm sure, going throughout, maybe I'll throw you a couple of you off. Some of the names not going to match up with their outward personality. You know, what you might know them from YouTube, etc., or on their stream. Might differ a little bit when they get to the in-game portion, but we'll do our best to go ahead and translate that for you guys. But taking a look at the next 10 squads.
STMJ squad, Super Nair. Super Nair actually is one of the most famous and the top FPS players we have here in Indonesia, and they're back at home. He's one of the most famous and one of the well-known players out there. So his team, you should be watching out for this guy and his team from Nemo all the way down to FLX, see what they can do for today. And basically, Endravise, NC Slasher, and RDK, all these guys are from a very famous team over there in Indonesia, and they're pretty well known over there. So those 4 teams right now you see on the from 12 through 15. Expect some good results from these guys.
Yeah, going to be playing for Team Aerowolf over there in Indonesia. It would be unfair if we had them on the same team or allow that to happen. So, of course, have to go ahead and amass their own 4-man squads so they can't team up and have that pre-established synergy to try to take the win here today. But getting teams ready to go in the lobby. I've been ready for this all day. You and I flew in. We're doing this from Shanghai. Flew in yesterday. Short little hop over from South Korea where we're based out of. But since then, just been waiting, going through rehearsal, saying, you know what, I'm ready to get to it. I'm ready to cast some PUBG Mobile. It's been a long time since I've cast PUBG. I know you cast PUBG on the regular, Joel, back in Korea, but it's been a good little while for me. It's been since November, and I'm aching for some more.
I mean, Achilles, I've been breathing in and out PUBG all months long.
And all you ever talk about.
This really is, and that's what I am. PUBG. And we flew in 2 hours from Seoul all the way here to Shanghai.
Flight, talk about PUBG.
Man, we were sitting in the back seat, in the front seat. It doesn't matter where we are. We're here to get excited for all these teams out there. Of course, we get a first introduction to all these teams, just like you guys are, most of them, the English viewers out there at home, and we get to see how excited we can be for certain teams out there and see what the first round brings to us.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you get 3 chances to try to get the chicken dinner, but this first round is going to be so very important. You're setting the precedent, you're setting the pace here that other teams then have to catch up to you. You're painting a target on your back. Everybody's going to be wanting to walk away with that first win, get those nice 500 points flat, plus however many kills they can get on top of that. So pressure is going to be up on these guys. PUBG Mobile, it's still a relatively new release, so not sure how much practice they've been able to get in the meantime, but we'll go ahead and take a look as we get ready. Lobby basically set up. We'll just scope in on a few of the players here on their personal streams as we get ready to launch.
You see a bunch of diamond borders out there with the gold borders.
Golds as well.
Yeah, it's just shining here in and out with different colors showing the different skill level, but does not define the total result because we know that PUBG can go to anyone for that victory. So now we have 3 rounds, which means that unlike the other tournaments that we have for classic PUBG on PC, where we usually have about 20 rounds to decide the winner, 3 rounds just means that anyone can take home the victory, and if they get a really lucky round where they get good circles and they also make the win condition to their best benefits, I can see some of these unexpected teams pull out the wins here, and that might be good enough to take home the championship.
I mean, that's one of the things that has, kind of been around PUBG since the very beginning is that, even if you're not the most highly rated team, sometimes just the fortune of pushing up over a hill, finding somebody facing away from you, you get the jump on them, you bushwhack them, and suddenly you just slingshot your way further up the standings, you get that many more points, you get those kills coming through, and maybe you can make that rush into the top 5, into the top 3, maybe take first to go ahead and advance into the higher standings, the higher rated, the higher rating, I guess, on the ladder, so you can go ahead and try to close out first place for the whole event.
And that's what that means. It's just like we have 3 rounds to decide everything, and if a team out of nowhere gets a chicken dinner, that team becomes a favorite to really continue on to push them forward. And if they can get consistent rounds thereafter, then we can just see them just pull out the favorites and pull out the wins and pull out the championship. But we do have a couple of rounds, 3 rounds to decide it all. It's going to be a short night relatively compared to the typical PUBG nights we have, but should be still very exciting as to see a lot of these unknown faces that we're not very aware of. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more excited not only to crown a winner here today, but also just to see how these guys play with the game, because you and I have both tried playing PUBG Mobile. I'll admit I'm pretty good at PUBG regularly on the PC, but when it comes down to mobile, I'm still getting used to the controls. These guys, I imagine, probably have this one mastered at this point, have been probably grinding away at it. So I'm really excited to see how fluid they can make this game look with the mobile controls. But I think we're ready to go, guys. I'm getting the word in my ear that round 1 is ready to begin. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead, jump into that plane, jump onto Erangel, and find out who is going to be our first round winner. Here we go. Welcome to sunny Erangel lobby. Just kicking out. Looks like we're going to have an east to west circle or plane path here, Joel, as we start off.
See 78 players in cabin, so might get additional information that we might have 2 people missing in today's match, but it's going to be east to west, as you imagine, coming from mill to power, going to head over to that west coast. Some people like to just opt for that one, go for the trash loot early, just a little bit above Primorsk, but South Georgia Pool, North Georgia Pool, they're always up there in premise, and Gatka's going to be there as well. So with these teams ready to go, who's going to take military base? Who's going to go up to Yasnaya? A lot of these very famous areas we know in PC PUBG. It's going to be basically the same applicants in terms of how the mobile variant will play out today. So we'll see the already jumping out some planes there. Not many people jumping out.
Yeah, so far we only have 2 squads really dipping out. Seems like it's going to be Team Beve as well as Nair. They were drifting up, looking for Lipovka, it would seem, not really curving down to hit Milta Power, which seemed like a pretty bit of a no-brainer drop. But now that we go over Pachinki, it's actually going to be all hell breaking loose. These guys just piling out of the plane like there's no tomorrow. A few starting to drift down towards the military base, some even angling for Primorsk.
These are going
to be our first drops coming in as we land over in Lipovka. Already 2 squads on the ground here. Might have some early fighting.
Yeah, Beve, we saw them drop over there. Another team decided to drop in with them and see how that works out. We're going to see the kind of the bridge plays here, see how the coastline will serve CK here. Of course, Aurora, one of the players, he's the team captain of this team, and see what they can make out. It looks like Georgia Pool, South Georgia Pool, we've been seeing now, and if they can make the flight path all the way down to North Shore, they can definitely do so, but we're still going to keep our eyes on Super Nair. Obviously, Nancy Slash already facing a defeat here.
Yeah, already a couple of people getting taken down, and of course, you really want to confirm those kills. Waste no time, so as soon as you get them down, as long as you're not getting pushed by somebody else, you want to just go ahead, expend that ammo, just so you can get those 20 points on the board. Taking a look around Pachinki here, plenty of squads did drop into this side of the map.
I mean, you can imagine this, Achilles, and we get the first circle. It's going to be a military included in this first circle. And most likely could go either way to mainland area or to the military base. Could be a possibility either way. But what I wanted to talk about was that, we're getting a look at PUBG Mobile, a phone game, a mobile game on this big screen in 1080p. It looks quite good. I mean, it's like something I didn't really imagine, playing on a screen that small usually. And when we get expanded to this size, it's getting quite impressive so far. And it's already been coming to the entertainment of things.
Yeah, and even for something being released so recently, it's already been running very smoothly, you have to say. So far, good stuff coming through. Just going to be 77 left alive now. So one player going down.
Okay, look at Rekka Warpath. Team number 1 is going to be here in Pwk. Lots of people in Pwk. As you can see the icons in the minimap. Got about 4 minutes before the circle starts closing in, but might just see some early action here because he's talked about 20 points per kill. Means that you're going to be very much rewarded if you can get the kills down. Talk about kills.
Yeah, it's going to be kill me, actually. Killing you, finds one there. And now it's going to get lit up. The UMP from the side. Ramad just going to go ahead, cuts him down, but he's getting pushed by 3 other players. Has to go ahead and peel back, makes it around behind the broken wall to get some added cover. Has not been able to confirm that kill yet. As one pushing him on the left, he's not aiming down the side. He's just spraying around wildly, but still manages to knock him. But up close and personal here. Looks like a double barrel coming in from Stream. He's going to hop the wall. Can he be stopped? He is just going to take them down.
Z1 and Ramad, he's just to win 1v3 on that with a UMP, of course, with not even a sight on. And look at another one right here. UMP looking OP in this mobile version.
You can see TMT here losing one of their members, but should be able to pick him up, and they take down another.
Oh yeah, we knew this Pwk fight was going to be an absolute chaos from the beginning of the game, and still lots of teams and lots of people in general in this central part of Erangel still in here, but now we're going to see the revive being cancelled, but resumed once again.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, they're just staring at some of the members there from Athena.
Uh-oh.
Taken down. Rekka up here on the stairs, finding one.
You see Junla and also Warpath kind of partnering up to get that stair kill. We like to see this in a conventional PUBG many times in the past, but look at that. What happened here?
Junla was going dangerously low, but they pushed down. Find one now. It's going to be Gonjo coming through, finds one crawling away, but now he's going to get shot at. Once to confirm the kill, they get the 20 points, but he might not get the opportunity. The rest of TMT are just pushing in. They take him down, and they can even save their teammate. I do believe they have enough time. One sliver of HP. No, they don't get him.
Oh my.
Oh, that's BM there. The teammate's going to loot the enemy instead of helping up their squad member.
Oh, sometimes that's what you gotta do in Pwk. The last man standing, literally the last man standing. It doesn't matter if it's you and your teammates. You're gonna be the last one standing. You're gonna feel proud about that one and see how that goes. But see, Vector being spotted out here from Jamet.
Yeah, one of those Jamet finding him. Spray him down. He hits the ground like a sack of bricks. No one really nearby to save him, so this will be a very easy confirmed kill. But now he's getting shot from behind. Cannot finish him off.
The team from Relax coming in from the other side and getting that flank from the other way. And Jamet didn't even know it's coming. The thing about PUBG Mobile is that you rely on audio and you rely on visuals. It tells you where you're getting shot from, so you have a better indication of where you're surrounded by enemies. But at the same time, sometimes those assistants kind of make you feel a little bit too defensive in the fact that you just don't know exactly where your opponents might be, and you get that surprise kill on the other side.
Already though, Joel, that's 18 people dead, 4 teams eliminated. So going out really quickly before the first circle really even starts closing in. See, we still have a minute on that timer. One of the Rekka members here, finding one of the TMTs, but he's just going to take it down close range. Didn't hear him coming from the side. And Nemo is going to find him. Should be able to confirm that kill. Has to back out, taking fire.
I can't believe the action's not even finished yet. We're still in Pwk. Oh, you talk about 18 kills coming through. I think most of them came through from Pwk. Man, I mean, this is solo queue all over again. We thought about, 20 people dropping in Pwk, just making sure they shoot everyone inside, getting above roofs, whatever you guys do to make sure you're the last man standing alive. This is happening again in a tournament here.
Yeah, more close range coming in. It's charging into the wrong house, it would seem.
It's going to get knocked either way. We're going to see Rekka also getting another kill there with Hugo's now finding the first aid kit. Time to heal up. We haven't seen many time for that one.
Yeah, not at all. 5 teams dead, though. Just 8 minutes into this game. This is neck break pace.
Oh, yeah.
Here, Joel, especially when you compare it to the PC alternative, which is a much, much slower game. With this many people alive, usually in the 4th, 5th circle push.
Oh, yes. This is 8 minutes past in the first round. Kilios, and we're already seeing still action one. It's not over yet.
Oh, that's going to be Malik just getting taken out. Trixie finds the shot. Odysseus, team captain here, just chilling behind that broken wall.
Yeah, look at the closing of the circle now after that 4 minutes, and this just means that the circle just wants to stop the action. It's just been so action-oriented from multiple sides.
Trixie and Odysseus now in a bad spot, though. The team members here from Relax, dude. Zim's taking some shots. Trixie's going to have to heal.
We have to understand this isn't TPP, so if you guys have been watching the Asian side of PUBG tournaments in the past, knows that you get the extended vision, you also get the advantage of knowing where your opponent starts, so kind of less reliant on your visuals, more reliant on your audio here.
That's going to be team captain going down. Odysseus, he gets knocked, he's going to get finished. Emma D there happens to find the shot with the SKS. They answer one in return. Trixie getting the knock, but he's still so low on HP. Hiding behind the wall at the moment, and you can see Gemma's got a fantastic angle. Painkiller's going to have to be used. No bandages, no first aids, and really nowhere to run. He's going to try to sprint out into the open.
Oh,
and going to be a bit of a delayed reaction there. Can't get the hits in with the SKS. Almost certainly would have taken him down with one tap.
Definitely could have been, and just a couple of taps would have been needed to get a couple of members down from Jamet. Jamet doesn't have many members down, and have to be careful. You see some just trying to just join in with their teammate, just coming with the trike to get out of there. But Zims, can he get there in time?
Trixie trying to run away.
But you don't have to control 3 to get to that other seat in that trike.
Just be driving out. You can see, though, still members sitting in Georgia Pole at the moment. Vendra Vice's team has still been hanging out there, going to be looking for a vehicle.
Look at this team right here. Beve is just going to be team number 2, coming from Lipovka all by themselves. Everyone, literally everyone other than this team is already on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And basically, until about the 2nd and 3rd rotation of the circle, Beve is not going to be finding any type of opposition here.
Oh, shots coming through here. The Z1 players. Not sure if they got the tag in or if that was pre-existing damage, but either way looking for it, but not going to find much. But they're actually getting ready to put themselves in a really awkward position where they might be potentially surrounded.
We were talking about how this all went forward, and it says kind of the difference between the PC PUBG and also the mobile PUBG is that full auto is relatively easier, and you just click on that screen and it just gets you the full auto. As you see here once again, so you can see a lot of ARs and SMGs coming into strength.
Oh, he's going to go so dangerously low. Hops out on the other side of the UAZ. They're just going to push around. Ramad looking for the kill. Sees the legs.
Oh,
can't get the body shot yet, but this is such a rough position to be in, and will get taken down there. Patanga's not able to survive, and teammates not really going to be able to pick him up. They're still roaming their way over. They're starting to push up now. Not sure if they've been spotted yet. Ramad looking for them. Shots coming in. The AKM getting a lot of hits in. That's going to be one member going down. Boa going to get knocked.
That's going to be Clip almost going down there. We thought he was going to survive for time being.
But Ramad off on the right side. He's got the Car 98. Oh. Going for the iron sights.
Are you serious?
One knocked, one alive, healthy, at full HP.
Shuja basically. Ramad and Shuja just going at each other. Just a stalemate between the two players and just trying to get the reses up from both teams. And we can already see that happening. And with WoW now getting res by Welek, it's going to be fine to do so. Kind of throw it on the smoke. Just like the PC version, to make sure the vision is at a disadvantage from your opponents.
Well, snakes in the grass, going to be crawling around, trying to heal back up. Boa dangerously low here. Seems like he might not have any first aids ready to go, just popping either the energy or the painkillers. Going to be spotted out though. Wellick finding the shots to go back onto the ground, but they know exactly where they are. Boa's going to get knocked yet again. He's going to bleed out very rapidly. Actually, just will get taken down. Wellick finds the kill, but gets knocked himself. Ramad coming up yet again with another knock, just poking in from the side. Now we have a Car 98 battle back and forth, it would seem.
Okay, it seems like Ramad has no idea. He's getting shot from the other side, and WoW has a free sighting onto him and almost got him down. And Ramad has to be a little more aware. He's not, he doesn't have many teammates left now, so he has to be a little bit more careful now.
He does have the first aid, however, so does pop himself back up. But WoW is still pushing forward very aggressively, looking for the kill. Going to come around the right-hand side, but WoW tries to go ADS, can't do it. Should have just sprayed from the hip, but he'll get taken down in the end. Take a look and see as the circle closes in. A couple members still sitting way outside the safe zone.
Oh, yeah. Look at Beve, still very much in happy zone. They didn't even have to fire a shot from the beginning of this game, from mill to power. They didn't have
they're
to
still
do so much.
Hanging out very safely there.
And still gets the circle as well, so he's not going to get a military ending to this round 1. It's going to be more to the mainland area. Might involve some water, but otherwise it's going to be more about the shooting gallery that's been going on. Still, lots of 20 points have been given to so many teams already, and look at this bloodbath of a round 1. See if this continues.
He's sitting pretty nicely there. There's that level 3 helmet, M4 ready to go. These guys cruise up into the garage. As we're just near the shoreline. Nades flying. Bit of Molotov getting picked up here.
Okay, the Molotovs are not as strong as the PC version. It's not going to burn out the entire house on this mobile version yet. But for the time being, they're still feeling confident enough that they can throw the grenades down and hoping to hit someone. That wasn't on range, but you'll see more mobiles here. But action here.
Getting shot up there. Finding a couple tags in.
Oh.
Even a knock here. Going to be going for the res on the stairs. Still a bit of an exposed angle there.
Clip.
Clip might be able to find the shot.
Why? I think he finished him off. Yeah, CMJ's out.
Oh, they just push in.
Oh, yeah.
Just clean him up nice and easy right around the side as they were trying to get the pickup.
I mean, they knew they were going to go for a res from the other team, so they just felt confident enough to just go in and go for the finish there. So just absolute rush. Pays off there for that team.
Good few kills coming through. And again, 20 points if you guys are just joining us per kill. Unprecedented amount. So helps explain the level of bloodthirstiness that we've been seeing. And Joel, I want to direct your attention to the top right corner of the screen.
Oh yeah, they're there. They're absolutely there.
Sitting on the island.
It's the starting island. They're
interesting.
Trying the Avamore strats in June.
Yes, that's not been that meta of a strat.
Hey, you know what
PUBG,
it is,
as
though?
far as meta goes.
Hey, today's the last day of June, so we're on to July tomorrow. So they might not be allowed to do that tomorrow in July, but June it's still allowed.
Okay, I see the logic. We'll have to go with that. That's the best explanation that we have. Team Relaxed Dude, though, showing up here just underneath the bridge with the boat. Going to be on the military side of the island. They're looking for that crate.
They're still in Miller Base, and you see the crate icon just showing to us that some 31's going to be jumping onto that, see what weapon he picks up. Of course, the M24 is still an option. It's definitely not a worldwide weapon yet in this patch of PUBG Mobile.
Still a lot of teams need to start pushing their way through, make it into that safe zone.
Look at SeaCal just still in Nova Ramoya, and it still feels like they have some looting to do. They're not done quite yet. Of course, after 15 minutes of play, still feels like they need more items. And still going to have to see some teams escaping from Millie Base very, very soon because that circle's not going to stay in that island for very much longer after the next circle opens up. Probably going to indicate to us that all these teams in Millie Base and also Nova Ramoya is going to have to make the cross across the bridge.
Just saw the remaining members of Team Jemmet. The captain going down, not going to be alive to help direct them, but do manage to find that crate just on the northwest side, of the military base.
Look at
Pick up that M249.
Yeah, there's this, but Beve's still at peace there, just trying to just collect their way into the circle without having to involve themselves in any type of action. But other teams, they have gone through lots of action to get to where they are, and we're looking at TG and see what they can do on their movements now.
Now just playing this one slowly. We'll go ahead and take a look.
Lumayan, dapat scar.
This is going to be 0 death here as we take a look, closer look at their captain streaming away.
Lu ada RDS nggak? 0 death here, and you see their team captain obviously with Ahmad Naufal. He's a player very well known for being a top mobile game player in Indonesia, skilled in all characters is what's indicated for us. He's good at everything.
Well, sometimes, you know, you just happen to be good at every game you pick up, whether it's a MOBA, a shooter.
I found that to be a similarity. I feel like, you know, you're good at one game, then the next game that comes up, you try it, usually you're pretty good.
Some people are just naturally gifted. I mean, you look at Shroud, obviously naturally gifted when it comes to shooters, whether it's CSGO or PUBG.
Hey, can we call Ahmad the Indonesian Shroud?
Maybe.
Let's get at it.
We have to see a little bit more from him. Being the Shroud of PUBG Mobile, then that would make you unstoppable.
I'll get him some views as well.
Certainly would.
All these streamers out there, they're trying to look for views and they're trying to look for fame.
Well, that's why they're here, because they already have that. They want to expound on it, though, get some more going in.
Get some more. You never have enough. We're looking out for the English streamers out there, because the English viewers looking for it, but
that might have been an accident. Trixie
what
hopped out of the boat.
He pressed F, but F is not available in the mobile version.
I mean, you know, that's the thing is you got to be very conscious about where all of the buttons are on the mobile version because one slip of the finger, you're firing your gun, you're jumping out of boats. He's lucky, you know, it is a boat. Not going to take any damage from that. But if that
damage,
had been
you
a buggy,
say it could have been a death.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, look at Team 19
This is
Athena.
2 Gaming coming through.
Okay, let's see how that works out. It's a TG. Actually, it's going to be a Team 8, I think. Team Jemet. I think that's what we're looking at
like
here.
it is actually Jemet.
Yeah, I think
Team
Team
coming
Jemet
through.
here,
So just getting a closer look at them as Trixie jumps out of the boat.
Hey, look at this. The team captain of Team Jemet is Odysseus. He's going to be an all-rounder gamer and skilled in both mobile games and PC games. See if his skills come to play today.
Let me take a look at that circle, though. Everybody who's currently on the military island is going to have to shift off. And device. The members here, Moza, finding the shots, will take down Trixie. And he's going for the finish. 2 more shots to do it. Finds it. That's going to be Trixie out. Jemet already has suffered so many losses, including the team captain. And that's going to be 1 fewer. Some 31 might actually be all on his lonesome now, if I do believe so.
We have to just keep counting. We have to see the indications now and see how that works out. We don't see the team count quite yet. Some 31, I should say, kind of seemingly alone, not with any teammates nearby. So, improvise with Moza on this player here and see what they can get off of the snipe. But as you say, it is going to have to be a cross from multiple teams. Relaxed Dude have to cross, and also Team 18, Team 4, Team 7, they have to also make the crossing as well. And Relaxed Dude already making their way forward with that little boat.
Chicken King still chilling out in Novo, so they're going to have to get out of there very shortly as the Blues getting ready to close in.
Oh, no!
Oh, well, it's okay. There's another one. You can hop on the back, and there's another one in the water.
This is a good time to press F.
This is backup strats.
Hey, that's what
we call it. You know, there's always a contingency.
He just didn't want to drive. Mike didn't want to drive. Let's see Team 17 with Relaxed Dude. Of course, Zims Ajaib. Zims Ajaib. That's the. I had to really confirm that with our Indonesian caster. Just to make sure I pronounced that correctly. It is going to be Zims Ajaib. Zims Ajaib. It's so hard. But he's a famous Indonesian YouTuber, says, and star streamer on Nemo TV. Of course, one of the top platforms out there.
Close to the shoreline there. Hope he doesn't run aground in the meantime. It's going to be one of the KNG members getting taken out.
BFA finally finding their action after that circle. Now indicated over to the western side. Come all the way from the Pwk and try to just make way with peaceful agreements, but this time.
Everybody's storming their way across the bridges. Didn't see any camps set up. So it seems like everybody should be able to make it to the other side with relative ease, but the blue is closing in. So for those pushing along the west bridge, they're going to take a bit of damage from that as they get ready to move through onto the safe zone.
This is going to be right around the south side of the circle at the minute, and we're going to see them Relaxed Dude face up against Wani Talk, WT. They have a full squad camping in this house.
This is the guaranteed win, as I call it. I like to drop here quite a bit in my own PUBG games, and usually you can walk out of this place with a decent amount of loot. Should have seen him right there in the window.
Okay.
Goes to pull out the Scar, I believe is what he's got.
Okay,
Find the shots doesn't open up with anything, so I'm not sure if they're aware that they're nearby, that they're getting pushed on right now. Lonnie Talk.
Rushing in here.
Finding the kill there. As Gemma does go down. Get that finish around the corner. Here comes Yogic, takes him out. It's going to be Zims, likely being eliminated. One more shot. They find him. They can get the loot. There's only one more member alive. It's Mike hanging out back. Has not pushed forward. He's playing this one slowly. They know that he's alive because it wasn't an instant kill. Just going to be the knocks coming through.
I mean, Gemma D and Malik, they just kind of lost their lives. They're just trying to rush in. One at a time. It wasn't even a full-on rush by 4 players. They could have done at the same time. Could have been a lot more difficult for Yogi and the rest of WT to handle that situation, but definitely 4v1 at a time is a lot easier for the defending side.
Look at the shifts coming through. Only have 3 teams really inside the safe zone right now. The one remaining team member from Jemet, Some 31, is just on the outskirts of it. Get some long-range M4 action here, though.
I have that scope up, ready to go. Trying to get that kill on Turman. Z1, of course, with Clip, we've seen action from this guy many times already in this round 1, and see what he can make out of his situation, because we see them going up against TG.
Just going to be fighting from across the street, getting the shots in, but they couldn't get the kill. So, able to get that pickup.
Ramad Z1 is going to be right here, because Beve is still here. They're keeping their peace. They got 1 kill onto one of the members, but otherwise, they've been having a pretty peaceful game.
They're going to find Kelvin real soon. Team captain here. A bit more forward. Peek the corner. Sona looking, sees them. Got the silence. Mini coming through. Gets a couple tags in. He's getting shot up from the side. Got to cut back here. He's got the med kit, so we'll get tops fully off. Vest's going to be around a third of that armor taken away.
Seems like Beve had the good look on the KG Nemo, but otherwise they've been fired back quite well. So defense, very good for KG Nemo for now, and they shouldn't be feeling startled at the moment because they know exactly where their opponents are.
Still though, Sona going to go ahead and try to kite back a little bit. Pushing down, he just spots him. Kelvin not really paying attention.
Okay.
Now we're going to be trying to bob and weave around the sides of the trees here so that his teammates can get an opening shot with Suna.
Oh!
And they will be able to do so, but it's going to be a trade, a 1-for-1 there. As Kelvin does go down and might just be finished off.
Okay, so Suna
tagging onto Goy.
It's going to survive, but you know that one member of KG Nemo is definitely not going to find the same type of fate there as Kelvin goes down.
Yet another team captain eliminated here as Kelvin does fall.
Yeah,
and so looking for the kills.
And now, Pwk, we can get some shots on with that AK.
Get a couple hits there. On to Sona. In the meantime, we'll take a look at Endervice's squad as Leo picks up WoW.
It's going to be fine to do so, but it's going to be another action here. On the other side, we saw WT defending their compounds very well last time around with Yogic. He was the one that made the rotations earlier to get that kill onto his opponents, but now they have new opponents here with Team 13. Endervice, we talked about him being the best Indonesian PUBG player out there. Of course, being a part of Aerowolf, a team very well-renowned in the Indonesian region.
Be able to make it out of that one alive. Meanwhile, back over to the KG fight with Beve. Suna gonna get knocked. Still really awkward spot to be in. No first aids left, just 7 bandages here from Setox. Looking for the shots, but he's clipping the tree. Can't get the hits there onto JJ, and Goy's pushing from the side. Vindar's gonna have to back him up. I'll flip back over to Endervice as Moza gets lit. Uno gonna push in, still taking shots. Hiding around the wall, pushes out, tries to get the finish, just putting himself in harm's way just to get the points. Now comes back out there, tries to get that knock, but is not able to do so.
Oh my.
KG Leo spraying one down. Yogic falling. Mike's
just trying to bet, but kill's still coming through.
He's gonna get knocked. Spray comes in. KG Leo able to take him down in the end. It seems like that might just be basically everybody on Wanty Talk getting taken out here. Team 5 basically eliminated.
Yeah.
Just gonna be 7 hiding out behind the Wizard Tower here.
I mean, we see Kevin still on there. He's the only member remaining for WT, but otherwise they defended well last time, but this time around finding a little more difficulty.
7.
It's gonna be 7 CEVIN. We're trying hard on this one, but looking at a couple of other teams now, FKG in the mixed MCAS is trying to rush in with the rest of his teammates here.
Samcast 3 kills, so that's already 60 points on him.
He's
been carrying through.
He's here. They're still here in the mix. They have a full squad nearly in the circle already. They can split out their members and can cover multiple angles here to see if they can pick up some kills. And you know the kills could go a long way if you can get a chicken dinner in addition to that. But see how to do. Really see relaxed dude, just kind of alone in his tracks. So if Beve finds him out, let's see a lot of kills coming through. Right here.
31 is still alive. Has been the only member of Team Gemmet alive for quite some time.
Mike, is he going to be spotted here? Left.
He should hear him.
The audio is definitely
But does he want to take the shot is going to be the question.
Mike is all alone, so I don't think he should be at least going for the shot. He should at least think about what his options are.
Right now, he's in a good spot. Shots coming through on the KG Leo. He's going to get taken down to about half HP. Not finished yet, though. Should have some healing available.
Yeah,
Frag grenade coming through from Goy, looking for the shot.
Pwk
Can he
just
nail
trying to
it?
go for this fight here and see if they can go in with the 3 members that they have against Endervice.
Shift over to the left-hand side, so do not get clipped by that nade, but now the blue is hot on their heels as they try to push forward. Goy taking some shots. It's going to be KG Leo going down. Goy will get knocked at the same time. Well, pushes in, gets in safely. Can he get to his teammate? Can he try to keep him alive? In the meantime, he's going to be spraying out here against Setsuna, trying to find those shots. He's prone at the moment. The grass doing a decent job of hiding him, finds the shots in the end, helps, and just takes him down.
And Pwk goes down just like that, and you're going to see them coming from the east
That
side
is a
all
nade
by themselves.
opportunity right there.
Look at that. See FKJ, if they can spot him right there, throw a grenade, that should be a game over for ZD.
Shots coming through though. Miracle getting lit up. Wants to play back down onto the lower ground, so he has that dip protecting him from the side. In the meantime, Samkaz getting shot up. The big push coming through. Coleman,
oh my
he's
goodness!
just going man mode, charging in, trying to get the shots. Gets a couple.
Get the reload.
Looking for that finish. Can he get him? One more shot would do it. Just completely dismantling this squad.
And I think they're out.
He peels back. Now there's one more left, and there you go. Now they're going to be eliminated as No Pal does fall. 6 teams remaining, Joel, with 11 alive.
I mean, where's the other 3 guys when Coleman's just rushing in like that? Doesn't need any help from that one in 1v3. No problem. And Coleman is keeping it cool for that one. And gets those 3 kills very nicely. Wipe out an entire squad.
FKG seem to be in the best situation. They have the full 4-man still alive.
And look at relaxed dude Mike on that right side. He's still alive all by himself. He has been completely ignored by Pwk earlier in the flanks there, and now he just has to make the crossing and just go up the placements just a little bit more as we have 6 teams left in here.
Here comes Kevin, as we'll go ahead and call him here. The last remaining member of Wani Talk. Starting to push up. Coming up by that shed. And the members of Ramad are still waiting. Ramad himself right here playing forward. Looking for the hits. He's already got 9 kills. He wants a 10th one. Kevin, as they get ready to push into these final circles. Kevin gonna wrap around the backhand side. Has that level 3 helmet, but it's not gonna save his life when he gets sprayed down to the chest. Ramad finds a 10th.
Yeah, it's gonna be one more team wiped away here. 5 teams left remaining with 10 people. Not many full squads left in here, Achilles, and that just means the more members you have, the more likely you're gonna get the first chicken dinner tonight.
I think it's actually just FKG. I think they're the only ones that have a full squad. Wow, getting shot up. He's going to go low, loses out on that helmet, and might just get taken down. Oh, he's proning, but he's in the middle of nowhere. Nothing to hide behind, no grass to obscure him. He'll get taken down, and now it's KG Leo. All on his lonesome to try to bring it home, but actually, he gets tagged from the side. Miracle takes him down.
Oh my god, they're finding the angles from all angles here. Andy Zoll is going to have a hard time against Ramad. This entire team getting lots of kills on their board. Look at Ramad all by himself has 10 kills.
Not only that, but look at Sum31. He's just been prone here this entire time trying to survive, but he gets taken down. Ramad finds another one. Finishes him off. Now he's looking for more. Gets the knock-in onto Miracle. FKG, the full squad's already been dismantled. They already lost out on the 1 member. Now another one's knocked. There's 2 left in play. It's Coolman and Samkaz. Can they bounce back from this? Ramad is out for blood.
Oh my word.
He gets tagged up. Finds the hits. With the help of Clip, they take down Coolman. And now Samkaz is going to be the only one really left alive. Everybody else going to be knocked.
They must go for the res here, Achilles. I think they're both teams.
Getting behind the tree. This is it. It's just these 2 squads left. Ramad trying to get the finishes. So even if they get the 2nd place, he at least has the points. And he gets it! The last shot comes through, and Ramad puts the game on his back.
13 kills!
13 kills on the man himself. Clip still coming up with another 8. That's 21 kills between the 2 of them, and they get the 1st place. Go ahead and take a look at him here.
That's Ramad celebrating, and rightfully so. 13 kills all by himself. The media volume is not loud enough. Just turn it up a little bit of notch here. And him celebrating indicates that they're going to get a lot of kill points along with 21 kills altogether with that win.
21 kills plus the 500 points from the 1st place. Absolutely incredible from Ramad, one of the youngest players that we have here in this tournament. 18 years of age, comes into round 1 and takes them down, setting such a precedent here for the rest of the squads if they want to catch up, because getting 1st place is already fine and good, but 21 kills on top of it, 20 points apiece. That is absolute insanity. They are surging forward. They're really making it difficult for all of the other teams to catch up.
I mean, in the description, we see that he's a top mobile player in Indonesia's popular streamers. What's said here? That's self-designated title you're putting onto yourself for Ramadan.
Yeah.
Oh my, he's definitely deserving that title today. 13 kills all by himself. Are you serious?
Really backing it up.
21 kills altogether his team. That's already, how many is that? That's 420 kills, 420 points in addition. That's how the math goes. And the 920 points onto that first round out of 3 rounds to play. We have 2 more rounds. I don't know if any team can beat that.
I mean, they really need to put a target on the back of Ramada and his squad. If they could take them down early, deny them really any points, if they get killed on the entry, that's when things could really turn awry for them and where another team can really start inching forward. Otherwise, another squad's just going to have an even more bloodthirsty game coming through and a chicken dinner to really start catching up. So fully expecting that when people start seeing Ramada and his squad members' names popping up in the kill feed, they're going to go hunting. They're going to figure out where that action's happening, and they're going to try to take him out early.
And I was kind of disappointed at FKG with Coleman. Of course, his real name being Andy Setiowan. I mean, he's the player that we thought that would do well. Coleman actually got a lot of key kills kind of in that middle part of that game, and we thought that would continue. But against the team of Ramada, they just had no chance. Full squad just getting wiped left and right. They had no choice to back up.
Yeah, it was just rough stuff there. But man, what a way to start things off with round 1. We had people dropping like flies from the get-go and then stretching it all the way in with that big, full squad matchup going through, and they still couldn't pull off the win. Wonderfully done there to Ramad, and got to say congratulations to them on that win. They are setting such a strong precedent here for the beginning of this tournament. Still 2 more rounds to be played, though, so it's still any person's game coming into this, they still could take that one away from them.
It's hard to see 21 kill games, Achilles, but at the same time, this is PUBG Mobile, and anything could happen. Drop in Pwk, you have 30 other people joining with you in that city, and just wipe out the entire city all by yourself. You're collecting a lot of kills already from that early game and see how that works out. As we're going to get the replay to see how this all landed apart.
Yeah, we'll go ahead, bounce back through a few of these as we get ready to push forward into the final moments here of the game. Beve lasting for so long, starting with things off at Pwk. They didn't travel very far. They didn't get that many kills. They still make it up the rankings a decent little bit, but still going to be much further away from that top spot than they would like to be. Good shot coming through from Miracle. Scope there, but this was the big one. It was cool, man, pushing forward and just melting down the members of ZD, absolutely just cutting them down.
Andy Setiowan, he's on it here, and 1v3, no problem, says Coolman and FKG. We thought this would be an indication they might be one of the top teams that we should look out for, but at the same time, we've been looking at this other team, Ramad. Yeah, he's been on fire today. 13. Look at that, all by himself.
The winning moments, you can see him there with the pop-off, getting excited after getting that victory. I mean, 12 kills is just ridiculous.
Oh, man.
To be coming away with that one. So as a squad leader especially, so really has they really do have a very strong foundation when it comes down to this team and their success. So excellent start from them as we get ready to take a look at the standings. So just waiting on those numbers to come through. A lot of crunching having to be done, a lot of kills across the board on every single team. Not sure if anybody really walked out of this one without any kills. Be impressed to see if that happened, but man, this is how all of the rounds are going to be throughout this weekend. Because remember, this is just Indonesia. We have Thailand tomorrow
we do.
for even more PUBG. But if this is how it's going to be throughout the duration of this event, it's going to be pretty exciting. It's always good to see the action flowing throughout the game.
We got round 1 of Pwk action. Literally almost 30 people dropping into that one city.
Yeah.
Are we going to see the same thing in Picado in round number 2? Because we're going to get to Miramar for that one time before we jump back to Erangel for round 3.
Very true. We'll be on Miramar, so it's going to be a completely different game.
I mean, bring it on. I'm ready for the action. I'm ready for see, what's the difference here between the PC and the mobile variants, and we'll get to see, how the players approach it. Because so far, it's been action until basically you stop talking, because you've been talking the entire time. It's been all the play-by-play. That's all it's been. I'm not blaming you. I mean, literally what happened.
I'm put here. My job is to yell about the action, and when it doesn't stop, neither do I. That's just kind of the way that it goes. So I'm just going to keep spouting about it. But I'm just glad that I have something to spout about.
There you go. And we get to spat about everything that we see in front of our eyes, and it's been exciting stuff already in round 1. And we get to see round 2. Once we get to Miramar, what we're going to see from the middle of the map, Picado, maybe go into Hacienda de Patron, all of that in there. Everything is in line, and might get to see some very exciting stuff in round number 2 as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how practiced these guys are on Miramar. Obviously, Erangel going to be the longest standing map, and the game comes out with the original release on PC. Therefore, natural transition to try out on mobile, but Miramar Going to have to be practiced up a lot. Very, very different as far as the terrain is going to be concerned. We're going to have some different weapons coming through here as well on this map that you cannot find on Erangel. So there's going to be a lot of minute differences that could come in, but we have to see how that's going to affect the overall play from these guys here today, because maybe a little bit less bloodthirsty when you have to fight your way up a mountain.
And then the producers told us that it wasn't going to be bloodthirsty. The producers told us it wasn't going to be serious. But, oh man, these guys look serious about getting the victory. And you talk about Rahman. If he didn't get the victory, I would see him raging instead of smiling and celebrating. And this guy, he's ready here to win. And he's going to try to pull off that performance once again in round 2.
Yeah.
Let's see if others can follow suit.
It's just good to see. I kind of wish sometimes we'd have more stuff like this
Sure.
in regular PUBG. Maybe when Sonic comes in to the competitive meta, smaller map, 4x4, maybe then it'll happen. Maybe we'll even get that on mobile very shortly. Who knows?
Hey, duo tournament, let's bring it on.
I have no secrets. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just genuinely wondering.
Sanok is just already really good and has a pretty good appreciation for most of the PUBG users out there. Could see very well in competitive play, of course. Not the most fitting for 80 players, I would just have to say. It's just not that big of a map that all these players can stroll along. But maybe for a smaller count,
but that's what it's all about. It's all about having that nonstop action. So that's what I'm saying. If normal PUBG on PC slows down a bit when it comes down to competitive, and mobile is just explosive no matter what, maybe that'll help both sides, and maybe we'll just get even more action in both versions of the game.
It just goes to show you that the free version of PUBG just getting a lot of attractive viewers and talking about lots of people that wants to get a hold of it. I mean, you don't have to pay that $30 anymore. Maybe $20 on discount now that is going on.
The Steam sale, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but that's going on. But otherwise, I mean, it's been about lots of more people that, it reaches out to. The PUBG reaches out to a wider audience. Of course, the younger audience out there, they don't have no pressure to pay any money to play this game.
Well, it's not only that, but how many people own a gaming PC that can run PUBG?
Oh, yeah,
and how many people have a smartphone? Obviously, a lot more people are going to have a smartphone, and then when you can play the game for free, it's a pretty good deal. Go ahead and take a look, though, at a couple of our different players as we get ready to jump into the lobby for round number 2.
Round 2 is going to be at Miramar, as you can see, the indicator above. This goes to some of the players right here with Firas. He's looking at his own screen and getting ready for this game and see how this game will unfold. Round 1 was just full of excitement and lots of action and lots of things that really got the best team the chicken dinner. Let's see if the same thing happens in round number 2.
Yeah, well, making that statement so far as the best team, but it's have to give some credit where it's due. 31 actually coming in there on Team Jemet, putting themselves in 3rd place, managed to survive. The rest of his squad got lit up when they pushed onto the beachhead. Getting just taken down, but he managed to escape, makes it all the way through. Not going to be the most kills coming in, but at least is going to be netting those extra points coming through from the 3rd place finish. So overall, still going to be a good performance from them. So a lot of people really just trying to make it to the end there when they had lost their squads early on. It's always good to see that survivability, that instinct kind of kick in. So you know what? I'm not going to take any fights. I'm just going to sit here quietly. If I see an opening, then I go for it. Otherwise, I'm not fighting unless I absolutely have to.
Usually that's the priority when we come to talk about PC PUBG and the tournaments that are related to that. When we have 10 points per kill, 15 points per kill at the maximum, that becomes a thing. But when you have 20 points per kill Achilles, you're going to go for the kills. And the teams that have the most kills in the end probably will be the champions. And anything close to that will be the teams that maybe try to survive a little bit longer. But surviving with many multiple members as you can from the early game all the way to the late game, these are the teams that are going to be the ones with the smiles at the end of the day, and they're going to be picking up the sweet moolah and the sweet prizes that will go along with the in-game currency as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I'm excited to see about Ramad and his squad when they get ready to go into Miramar, how they're going to approach this one. Do they still want to play very aggressively? Because obviously walking away with 21 kills, you don't do that unless you're playing aggressively. They put themselves in those situations to take those fights. They managed to come out on top. They managed to get that win. Do you still do that when you go into round 2, or do you play this one a bit more conservatively because all right, we've already netted this many points from the kills, from the win. Do we just try to play a bit more relaxed, step back, don't take fights unless we absolutely have to?
Yeah, as we look at Pwk Gaming, I think I agree on that point, Achilles. You have such a safe lead, and you only have 2 more rounds to play in. We're going to get the situation where these guys, after getting so many points after that first game, they're going to feel confident to just literally stay put to make sure they survive for the longest time, and perhaps they could just take up the championship that easily.
It's just about the hubris or the high that you can get from getting that win. Sometimes it might lead you to taking some unnecessary risks. Maybe even just like, oh, yeah, I'm undefeatable. I can drive through this red zone and suddenly get blown
Definitely
up.
does
Even
not
something
happen.
like that can really play against you. So you have to stay very calm and clear-headed when you come into these next rounds. You can't just ride off that momentum and expect that you're undefeatable at this point.
I mean, there are multiple vocabulary that fits to that. We're talking about overconfidence, complacency is there, and these terms are just very applicable to even the professional players out there. We've seen it in Europe, North America, even in Korea, where we cast back home. Of course, we've seen players, when they get a really big chicken dinner, they feel like the things they did in the late game, they feel like they can do that again in the early game of the next game. That does not happen. You have to make sure you stay conservative to pick off the right fights. And if you pick off the wrong fight, your team just might get eliminated to 20th place.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's kind of experienced that one, even just playing PUBG at home. You know, you wipe one squad, you're feeling pretty good. You're like, yeah, I could take on 1v4. That's fine. You go rush the next guys, and you instantly just get headshot, 200 meters away. Sometimes you gotta really think about those approaches every single time you get ready to do one, and make sure that it's well thought out and that you're not just throwing your own life away in the game. Because otherwise, you throw years away, you're crippling 3 other people there on your team. You're making it that much more difficult for them to get the win.
We know that 4v4 is a lot more doable than 3v4. It becomes a lot more difficult when you're outnumbered in members, and when you just lose early members for no reason at all. That just really goes to show you on your team morale. That drops whenever that happens, and we'll get to see how Team Rahman approaches this round 2. This would be very important. If they can get a good round here, I can see that with so many kills collected in that round 1, if they do just well enough in round number 2, I could see them being very much a favorite to win this one.
We'll see how many teams also are going to be playing outside the circle. We saw a couple of them. I mean, one squad going actually to the player aisle at the beginning there. So we saw a lot of different dispersion coming through across the map from these squads hanging around Georgia Pole for a very long time. Miramar is such a landmass, though. It is absolutely huge, so much bigger than Erangel. So I feel like depending on the circle, you're really going to have to start moving very, very quickly. There's not that much water unless you're hovering around the very south or the east side of the map. You're not going to be able to rely on a boat getting you to where you need to be. And if you can't find a vehicle, or at least especially a good vehicle to traverse the hills and the mountains on Miramar, you're going to be in such a rough position. So we'll see if these guys are still going to be doing delayed looting, or if they're going to start shifting over to the safe zone much, much earlier on than we saw them on round 1.
And I know that it's not a professional environment. We only have a couple of professional players from Indonesia, but otherwise they're just streamers who like to play this game and generally pretty good at it. It's a reason why they came here to play. But it goes to show you that Miramar, even in the pro plays, they don't like to do all that late rotation that much.
Yeah.
They like to at least play the edge plays to make sure they stick in with a circle, and they can play around the outside part of the circle, just right outside, but not to the point where you can't really get in by just getting killed off the blue zone. And you never want that to happen for your team. And we'll see how they do, because it's really interesting how you kind of compare Erangel and Miramar, how the team approaches come into play. Is that it's really important to see the differences here and how they really understand the differences in order to get the win conditions onto their favor.
I also want to see how bold these guys are going to be when it comes down to dropping into hot locations. We saw already in round 1. Off the bat, plane flying right over Melta Power, nobody went for it. 2 squads instead floating up to Pwk. Seems like maybe they were outthinking themselves, anticipating that a lot of people were going to be dropping in there. So they say, okay, you know what, let's drift up to the north, or we'll go more to the west side, because Melta Power is going to be overrun. Ends up just not being looted by anybody. So we'll see how many people are going to be daring, with the right plane path, mind you, to go to Campo, or maybe to go to prison, something like that. Some of these more spicier drops, I guess we can kind of call it. Pecado especially has been a very, very big one.
Pecado es the patron, and talk about Los Leones, and with many teams dropping in that area, we can have 4 teams in Los Leones and still be a peaceful area with how big that city is.
Yeah.
But talk about how all these action will come through. We saw the secret of round number 1, the fact that nobody dropped the Melta Power. Everyone dropping Pwk was that everyone just wanted to fight. Everyone just wanted to go to the action. I wouldn't be surprised if all these streamers talked to each other before the tournament started. Let's all drop in Pwk and let's get the battles going.
It's very, very possible these guys just got prepped and they say, okay, you know what, we're just going to have an actual battle royale. One person can leave Pwk, and then they get to try to beat the rest of the game.
Oh,
but I mean, it's good to see the bloodthirstiness from the get-go as we get prepped to jump into that second round, just waiting for the last couple players to get set up in the lobby, and then we can have that one underway.
I think we're very, very close to that, Achilles. I think we're going to get onto round 2. No commercial break before we get there. We're just going to jump straight onto the action and get to see who our heavy favorites are going to be.
Yep.
By the time Rahman wins another chicken dinner in this round 2, we know who the winner's going to be.
I mean, that's true. If he can come away with a massive victory yet again, that might just be it in the books, mathematically. might be impossible to go ahead and beat him. But of course, we're still going to be, if that does happen, we still have people competing for all of the other ranks in the game. There's still those prizes that they have to net for themselves. So still going to be a lot of pressure on those guys to perform well and make sure that they can walk away with something, because even if you can't get that first place prize, the second place prize is still looking pretty darn good. You're still getting some Galaxy S9s coming through. You're getting the in-game currency. You're getting the silver banner for your avatar as well that nobody else will really have. So that's going to be a big pickup here for these squads if they can just get them. So even if Ramad does walk away with that win in round 2, there's still a lot on the board to fight for.
It really is, and we're going to see all these prizes being hovered over and talking about all these players really desiring all these things come into play. By the way, we got our nice, sweet uniforms that we want to talk about here. And we got all these little indicators here.
The police vests and everything like that ready to go.
It's not level 3. I mean, they couldn't give us level 3. It was too expensive.
They'd also probably be too heavy and too hot sitting here with all the bright lights on.
I mean, air conditioning's on the maximum right now. It's just
sweating
barely
like
okay.
Crazy in here if that was going to be the case. So fortunately, we were spared the level 3 vests and the level 3 helmets.
If they told me to wear level 3 helmets on site, I might just have to say no. But at the same time, we're wearing police vests and we're looking just fine. We're looking like we can just get into a game. We're just missing guns. Of course, that's the most important part of PUBG. We don't have that yet.
No, I kind of look. I feel like we kind of look like we're from Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz, you say?
The movie, if you've seen that one. No?
No, I'm not really into the movie's Hot Fuzz.
What a shame. It's such a good movie. How have you not seen that?
Can you explain just like a summary? You don't have to spoil it, but
big city cop from London gets transferred to a small-time village where there's almost no crime.
Okay.
And he starts concocting this conspiracy that he thinks that something's going on. That's all I'll give you, because everything else will be spoilers.
You don't have time for spoilers. I think we're gonna be ready to get into game number 2.
I don't want to give you any kind of spoilers.
Right here, this is right here.
Oh, thank you.
Put that back in there. So I want you to hear what the producers have to say. We don't want you to miss any action.
It keeps wanting to slip up. I was trying to play it off, but you exposed my secret.
It's all right. I mean, I just want you to get in the game if we want to get in the game altogether. But I think they're just gonna make sure we're gonna get all the players in here. But I think there's gonna be games starting off very soon, as according to our monitors right in front of us.
Yeah, it seems like we're gonna be getting into the lobby here very shortly for Miramar, and then we can start jumping out of the plane, see where these guys are going to scatter to. Everybody loading in. Game's just about set to go. So, I don't know. You want to put money on this, Joel? Is Ramad going to do it again?
Ramad, top 5, let's do it. I'll shoot dinner.
You think he's going to do top 5?
I think he's going to do top 5, and if they don't, I'll shoot dinner.
Okay. I think somebody's going to assassinate him in the squad. I think they're going to take him out early. I'd say maybe a top 10 finish, but I don't think they're going to make top 5. And if they do make top 5, they win.
And they win, and you shoot dinner.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right, fine. We'll do that.
You guys heard it live.
You
guys heard it live. Achilles is going to buy me dinner. There we go. That's going to happen.
I'll do my best. Maybe we'll wait till we get back to Korea. Otherwise, I need to pull out some more.
Oh yeah.
Some more money here.
Oh, yeah, the ATMs have been a little bit difficult to come by.
Yeah, they're not the best ones. They're not cooperating with my card. But I'm hearing that it's time to start the game, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and jump into round number 2 on Miramar and see who's going to take this win. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the plane. Players ready to go. We're gonna look at the map relatively shortly here so we can see what our flight path is like. We're gonna be going north to south along the east coast.
So we're gonna see Campo Militar available. Nobody going to it, but from Torreamada all the way down to Puerto Paraíso, just a little bit onto the left side of it. So El Pozo and Monte Nuevo, Valle de Mar, these places will be a lot tougher to get to, but could really surprise us with a lot of these drops that are coming now. Seems like the teams are just ready to get to their starting location.
It's going to be quite a lot. So it seems like water treatment, Hacienda, and San Martin are going to be some of the really big spots coming through. Team Reka, led by Randika, is going to be going over to El Azahar on the side.
We'll see this come into play. Azahar is going to be multi action. $10. There will be a drop place that nobody gets to. Seems like nobody wants to get there. Seems like it's all about the action, Achilles, once again, as we see a lot of teams going over to Picado and also Hacienda del Patron, which we know is a hot spot for many solo games.
We're going to have to see what the circle is going to be like, because if this is a Western place circle, that is going to displace absolutely everybody. Even something on the southwest side near Prison will really upset everybody who's been landing along the strip
Here's
Long
my
list wipe
favorites
back.
here. Ramad, we've been looking at them just for a couple of seconds, see if they get top 5, and that will equal a free dinner for me.
Well, Rekka, only squad that went to Azahar, so they're going to have the free reign of this. But the Circle could go ahead and change that. We'll see just how long they're going to be able to stick around. Be very lucky for them if they are inside the safe zone, however.
It could be like the Beve from round 1, starting off in Lepovka. See what they can come up with. We're going to see already action coming here from water treatment in this building.
Water treatment seems like we got different squads landing here. Getting ready to square off 18th versus 19th.
KG Nemo and Athena are going to be the teams facing it off here. And just staying in this building for now. Oh, but not.
Spraying away. Yeah. Gonna go ahead and get that knock on to Vindar. He'll get taken down very rapidly. That's the first kill of the match coming through for Athena. A good start. Didn't have a great finish in round 1.
KG Nemo just spread apart, quite far apart from each other, as we can see. And as long as Athena can just rush in with multiple members sticking together, that will maximize the firepower and probably will allow them to reap the maximum benefits off of KG Nemo.
You can see the standings there on the bottom side as your kills come through. So it's going to be FKG in 2nd place. And after that, Endrevice. The kills that they picked up, able to go ahead and push them forward into the 3rd place spot. The Circle, it's going to be good for the majority of these teams, but those in Azahar and to the north, closer to Campo, they are going to be pushed down to the south, and they are going to have to push through some occupied territory if they want to make it in safely.
Okay, we still see this water treatment action still ongoing. The 4 members of Athena just clustering up together.
They should theoretically have the advantage, but Zetox, he's up top. He's got this VSS. He's just scouting out for the rest of his squad.
Look at this,
Hasn't really been taking any shots yet. Oh, not going to find the run over.
Just right around San Martin, if I can see correctly. But still, yeah, let's keep our action here because this is going to be the interesting one to see. KG Nemo versus Athena, who comes out on top. But Athena already facing casualties.
Yep, that's going to be a 1-for-1 so far. Can't get the finish yet, so they still could try to get that pick up. But another one, going to go down. Jervy knocked. Now just 2 members left up. VSS shots coming through, and Zetox finds it. That's going to be the finish coming in.
And this might be the go button for KG Nemo after they found a couple of knocks. They're going to be outnumbering their opponents, and it might be Athena just going out in last place.
Yeah, Rez starting to push around the side here. And it's just going to be one more player with barely any HP running around. Comes around the side. Rez looking for the shot. Sprays him down, and Athena, just like that, they get the first kill of the match, but they're also going to be the first team exiting.
We're going to see Endrevice on the plays here, but you talked about water treatment. Getting that first kill on the board. Got them really confident, thinking they can finish out the rest of the members 4v3, but doesn't happen. But we're going to still get the action back here.
This is going to be very close quarters coming in. Carter throwing out that frag grenade, looking to take down KG Leo. In the meantime, Nemo pushing up. They're just going straight in onto the high ground. They take them down. A second team gonna be eliminated just like that. Endrevice, they come in. They say, you know what? We got 3rd place because we had kills. Let's keep playing that way. They come in. They already wipe out another squad.
Remember Endrevice, the member of the prestigious Aerowolf ADS team back in Indonesia, one of the best teams out there for PUBG. And he's here to play PUBG Mobile and looking just as successful, picking up a high ranking in round 1, trying to do that again in round 2. Hopefully get a chicken dinner would be better for them.
I believe that was STMJ squad getting eliminated there.
Yep.
So Q, one of our cosplayers coming through, gonna get knocked out.
Our male cosplayer in this tournament. And that's been looking good off the game, but in-game, that wasn't the best way to start off the round 2 as his team gets quickly eliminated.
Yeah, definitely not. Not sure where he is on the standings at the moment, but I expect it's probably not going to be very high now after that.
Hey, Luca's looking good, though. At his hair. CK. No one's boasting over that one.
Shot coming in.
Oh, look at this.
Got the angle here.
Oh.
Looking for Welly.
Are you serious?
Hasn't been able to get the shots. Welly.
Oh, no!
Not sure if he knows where he is, but yeah, Nemo not able to find these yet. Now he's going to have to play this even more cautiously. The rest of his team is starting to push forward. He's going to expose himself. He moves out. Shotgun blast coming through, but it's a double barrel. UMP should win this one out, but he needs to land the shots. He's shooting down the ground. Still manages to get it. He's got a sliver of HP. Looking for the finish here.
That was potato versus potato, if I can be honest with you, Achilles. And in the end, Nemo gets the win here and against Willie. Could have been much more different if the different shooter came along.
Yeah. Well, not going down, and his team, or not, is going down. Not going to be able to get that answering kill. Here's some 31. Our third place survivor from the last game, but the lack of kills has dropped them down the standings a bit.
Team Jemet, they've done well, gotten a lot of kills from last game.
He's with another solo survivor here, with Kevin sitting inside the building. He's going to wrap around. He spotted them there on the balcony, but he drops onto the low ground. Kevin hunting now, pushing down, finds him, hop over the wall, broken side. They're trying to stay alive. Shots coming through, both going to be pretty even on HP, but the knock comes in at the end. As he gets taken down, an SKS shot coming through.
And Odysseus is trying to just rush in now, but facing already a difficulty with Jemet. Kevin already getting the knock.
Mike's jumped out the window. He's going to try to pick up Kevin here. He's going to be in an awkward spot, but another kill here coming through as some 31's going to get knocked down. Odysseus trying to spray him out, has the pump shotty, but he's not going to be able to get it in the end. He'll get knocked yet again and might just get taken out. Trixie going to be trying to save his team captain's life, comes around the corner, knocks out Mike's.
Jemet gets the better of that one and eventually can find multiple members from WT. Does have Yogic still left in this one, but Trixie, he's going to be just surviving for the time being. Yogic is right there on that other side of that road and trying to stay alive for the longest of time is what they're going to try to do.
Looks like Odysseus might just bleed out, but all the while, that was just GD Gaming from Team Chicken King actually picking up the kills. He was taking them out with the SKS from the high ground. So most of these kills, these knocks, didn't get finished off by the actual team claiming the knock. See, he gets another one right there.
Free kill.
GD Gaming just racking them up here for his team.
That's what it takes. I mean, if you take free kills off somebody else's knock and just gets the tap onto him, that's 20 points right there to Ching, and it's going to be multiple points for you guys. And CK, they're going to be feeling very good about that one. We talked about this nice hairstyle from Ami, but more to that. You're going to see lots of kills and lots of points go over to this team.
Well, now we'll go ahead. Keep pushing around, following Samkaz here from FKC.
Tommy Gun.
FKG, sorry, our second place team at the moment. Yeah, Tommy Gun here. Nemo looking for the shots, pushing down onto the lower ground, trying to keep himself safe. Raised down, finds one, looking for a little bit more, gets a second one. Nemo starting to pop off, has to get the reload. Now he's looking for Adrian Zero. He's got a sliver of HP, not sure if he's going to be able to win this one out. Needs the shots, it's not going to happen. Needed a headshot there, but will get taken down.
Now where's the rest of Super Nair team? Nemo, the team captain, of course known as the best PUBG player in Indonesia, has almost gotten the full squad under his belt, but now we're going to see Trops trying to just come for the cover. Trying to see if he can finish off the rest of the members of TGK.
He's pushing up. Not looking up the hill at the moment. SKS, UMP ready to go. He's going for the revive, actually. No finish coming through from TG. They don't push forward to try to get that finish. They just kind of let it sit. They're very low.
The only person they saw was Nemo, so they didn't think that, not many people were going to be in the surrounding, but they're just being extra careful to the fact that these covers that are coming from Super Nair now, it's going to be imposing a lot of danger onto TG, but at the same time, you need to be a little bit confident at times to go for the rush when you feel like you got the crucial knock that was towards Nemo from Super Nair.
Yeah, that, and also just get the 20 kills for yourself, but
doesn't
happen yet. Already down 17 players, 2 teams eliminated.
Enterprise still going up in here and looking towards FG as they keep taking a look towards it.
Wow, pushing through, just gonna hop out the back.
Remember, these two teams are from round number 1, have done really well for themselves.
This is second versus third.
Yeah, it is.
You're looking for the shots. Sniping coming down. M16 with the scope on. Looking for Trops. Doesn't find him, though.
Super Nair, of course, you're going to see Trops getting knocked away. See now Nemo from the side of TMT. Just going to be rushing in some new opponents for these guys. They can hold up.
See TMT moving up. Team Tepe 26. Spray coming down, looking for him in the smoke.
Shooting blind.
It's going to be a couple shots going through, though. Nayrost is so dangerously low. Got the res up, though, onto Trops. So he's okay.
That's going to be the important part, and it's seeing if they can move on with
forward. Ipot still spraying away.
Smoking blindly there.
To find him. Trops goes down yet again. Now he's going to bleed out that much more rapidly. The smoke. Still trying to play around it, but it should dissipate very soon. Ipot might just be able to go ahead and pick up that final blow. Pushing forward.
What can they do from this? We see the Ipot still just going forward. It sees that knock on the other side. Can't go for the kill, but still going for the 2 players here.
Dangerously low. Backs off. Trying to heal up here. As members of Super Nair try to defend the Alamo, it seems. They're getting overwhelmed. Another shot coming through. Nayrost. He's got 2 med kits, or 2 first aids rather, left to go. Needs to burn one very quickly if he can get to a safe spot.
TMT 46 still on a strong suit here. They can just rush in towards Super Nair, but they have good defensive position, so can't really be too confident about their position for now, but they get a nice flank like this. Ipot for a nice angle here. 198 though.
Nade flying in. Rost going to be knocked.
Okay.
Not going to be funding that finish.
Nemo all alone here. I think he's going to be the last member for Super Nair.
In the meantime, taking a look at the kill feed, we could see 2 members of FKG actually going down to Endrevice. So that's 3rd place, overtaking 2nd.
Oh, let's keep our action here, though.
He's starting to push forward here.
Super Nair.
Spray down comes through. That's going to be 2 members knocked. 2 more left to go. Nemo looking for the shots. But he doesn't have any rounds left. He's swapping with the S12. Can he get these shots in? Misses everything. And he's just going to get taken down in the end. That's going to be the final blow coming through. Nair now going to be eliminated in the meantime. Us with his squad pushing forward.
And this is kills on Noxious. The team surrounded by Fierus. Top mobile game player. And we know him as an MSC commentator as well, and as well as a popular streamer on Cube TV. You'll see what his team can do. Kills on Noxious, KZN. It's going to be their initials. Remember these guys if you're following Fierus. See what he can do for this tournament.
Rekka cruising around. Very low HP here on Drago. They try to stay alive. 0 kills for them so far. Just trying to make it into that safe zone. Seems like they will be able to do so.
It's going to be no problem for them. You see that #1 icon from Rekka. They're going to be joining in, no problem there. They're surrounded by Randika, of course, a mobile player, once known very well in Indonesia. This guy's now shifted over to PUBG Mobile. See what he can succeed on this realm as well.
Circle closing in down towards the southwest side of the map. Not going to be including the small mini island there with Prison.
KG Nemo, they have to look good from that round 1 and still looking just as good with 3 members left standing. And this round #2 got 4 kills already, and we can make out we see an M249 in this little crate here with an 8x scope with a 5.56 rifle to boot. We can make out about the TV. It's still rushing in here. Safe in this compound for now.
It's going to be hanging out right outside the safe zone. Very easy push in for them.
10 seconds before the circle
spotting out
in.
where they can. Have lost 1 member though. Oh, this a pop up into the air there. Nearly landed in the dumpster, but might just be put there anyway. They're going to get sprayed down. NASA coming in with the shots. Just going to be ripping them apart. Morningstar also going low. No way for him to get out of there alive.
Oh man, Veloid. This team was seemingly on fire already. Knowing where the opponents were coming from, the opponents not really aware of where they were getting shot from, and they had just look around, 360 turn, only to find out that all the members are going to be dying out from that drive.
Rough stuff for these guys. Make it that much harder to try to climb the standings here.
Okay, but they're going to be finding trouble against ZD here.
Pushing forward here with 0 death. 3 members below him, 1 on the right. He's trying to spot out. He's got a very big scope on that AK at close range. Could cost him. If he's going to swap it up, comes around, he's looking to spray from the hip, gets the shots in, but he's going to get knocked in the end. Not going to be able to find that. Turn to the side, and another one falls, and that should be That squad getting eliminated. 0 death. I believe they're going to be out of it now.
Oh, Rekka having a hard time against KG Nemo. Let's see the action going both ways here.
Spray coming down. The UMP shots flying true. That's going to be Kelvin getting knocked. Push forward for another one, and it just defined it. Rez goes down. Now, does he want to risk picking up his teammate? Just spraying away. He wants the finishing blows.
Yeah, he wants to go for
Kelvin's
the res
getting
here.
picked up right now.
Yeah, he's going to get rezzed up, and it's going to go in. That's going to be fine for them, but at the same time, Kelvin gets rezzed up, but KG Nemo, they're not going to be rushing in as they did before. They're going to try to just defend this compound as they can. Trying to heal up and stay safe as they can, but Rekka, they're going to be trying to rush hard after they won that little micro battle. Just in that flanks there.
Kelvin's inside. Not sure if he's lacking healing, but so far, there we go. Does use the first aid kit now. Sedox pretty low, pushing around the side. He's getting pushed from both sides. Looking for Warpath, finds the knock, but he needs to look to the right because he's getting hit and he'll get taken down. Drago finds that shot. So there's a Rekka
Kelvin,
finding the hits.
That's out.
That's going to be it. Kelvin going down.
I don't know if they have time for looting there. As we're going to see, they're right outside the circle, not too far away. But
it's an early circle. The blue damage not going to be too severe.
But still, they have to go for the res there, so I wonder that's going to be done for the time being. Let's see the next circle open up.
Yeah, they're picking them up as best as they can. Leave no man behind. Or girl.
Or woman.
Anybody. Leave no one behind.
Yeah, that's the better statement.
There we go.
Andrevice, Nemo, the top leader for this team. And
I mean, this is Endrevice himself, using Nemo as his alias here today. So he is going to be the team captain and one of the best players that we do have here.
You know that Nemo is the platform that Endrevice does stream on.
Yes.
We know him just trying to sponsor out and just trying to show off his ID to the English viewers out there as well, because it's we have the Indonesian stream separately from our English stream. We have the lovely Indonesian casters, the commentators doing their job, wonderful job done by them, and I'm trying to reach out towards the English viewers as well to see lots of interesting guys here, including Ramad. See what they can get done today to grab a lot of attention.
I mean, it's been a really quiet game so far. We haven't seen much of Ramad, of the Z1 squad, to go ahead and keep our eyes open for them. I mean, they could be eliminated. I don't even know.
We would never know. There's 14 teams left in this one, but Kar98, not the best weapon so far, it seems like.
One of the members from NC Slasher getting eliminated by the blue zone, so not able to push in, or maybe just getting tagged on the outskirts and then take it down. But Drago, not where you want to be.
Oh, that actually hits Virtuosos.
Like I said, not where you wanted to be.
And something I wanted to talk about was that full auto coming from the SMGs and the ARs. They do work quite well in the mobile version of this game, and that just means that the snipers are a lot tougher to hit, but look at that from Kar98.
Nailing the snipers in this game is probably one of the biggest skill gaps that you'll see. Another person dying to the blue zone.
Let's see.
A member of Nice Dude going down.
TMT46, Tepinimo.
So push forward, he's really interested in the grass.
Oh yeah.
There's Ramad. 0 kills so far.
For anybody.
A much quieter game for Z1.
Approach. I think that's what you're really just saying, Achilles. Just earlier, you were talking about getting that really big round 1 victory. Do they have to really be aggressive in round 2? I think they're taking the right approach, Achilles. Let's see what they can make out of it.
Still do have to be careful because we already saw Endrevice eliminating the members from FKG. They're quickly seeing Ramad coming in. A couple of these members here. Malik gonna go down. Ramad's gonna get knocked. It's gonna fall. Clip needs to flip to the side. Needs to get the shot. Clip! Can he do it? No! He's gonna get knocked right at the last second here. They still have 2 members that try to pull this one back in, pushing out.
Mike
for the shots. Kosher Salt looking to get the res up, but all 3 of his teammates have been knocked. Our first place squad may be getting eliminated here very shortly.
Yeah, Fierus gets knocked away in the meantime. We'll see for the kill feed if Ramad does go down in an end, but Fierus does die out. Still seeing this action here, RDK versus KZN.
Good for the frag grenades, throwing them up over the top or as close as he can get it. Salt, relaxed dude, actually got Kosher Salt.
Oh my. It's gonna get very, very dangerous. Still seeing Z1.
Pushing out.
No.
Gets the finish there, but he's gonna get taken down. Ramad back up, finds the kills, finishes him off, and we'll go ahead and res his other 2 members, but Salt gonna get taken down there.
Relax, dude. They survived for the longest time, not with many kills in round number 1, with Mike being the last man standing for the most of that end game. But it's not going to find that same fate as they're knocked away by one of the best teams we've seen so far with Ramad Z1. Looking once again very, very good on that play.
I mean, that's really hard to deny given the 21 kills thus far.
We also see Team 4046. They're just trying to rush in here. TMT 46. Z1, they're still not back on their feet quite yet. It's only 3 members.
So circle getting much smaller here, and so many squads you can see just on that eastern side are going to be clashing very shortly. Don't think really anybody has vehicles, and even then pushing through on these hills is going to slow you down significantly. As we take a look at that monstrous crate, 8x scope, that AWM extended mag and all.
Of course, the magnums, very much needed to pull out the monstrous power that the AWM holds. See TMT 42, we thought they were going to be rushing towards Ramad.
Get the shots here onto the motorcycle. Found the 1 tag on the Shuja, but cannot get the finish. So it would have been a very impressive knock. Shooting people out of vehicles on mobile.
Oh, mobile,
another thing that can be a bit difficult.
That's the point I was trying to make there. I think shooting people out of vehicles, especially a motorbike, finding it really, really difficult on that one. See Endravise still going strong here as we see the action onto Chumacera, where this last circle is going to be replacing here. Most of that circle is going to be occupied by Chumacera, just the eastern part of that. But otherwise, we're going to see lots of action in that city.
It's still going to be almost playing like it's 2 different cities, so because you have the high ground and the low ground element of Chumacera. So it does still divide up quite nicely. So it's probably going to be a lot of high ground people fighting each other, and then low ground, and then we'll have that final clash where people need to push one way or the other, either up or down the slope.
See, Kilme just all by himself there with Kintil, and it's going to be the last 2 members of KZN. They went through a really tough struggle through that fight early, but did survive.
Proning around the top of the hill there. Make sure that they're safe. Juozos pushing up northern side of the city, looking for a way in, looking for a house that is unoccupied. You can see it's basically going to be so many people just stationing up in these houses. Looks like yet again it's going to be Wanitalk with just 1 member alive, chilling out near the center of the city.
Has happened before. It's happening again here. And Villoid, they're just coming with 4 kills so far. They're trying to just rush in with a 4-man squad. They're going to be in a circle just on the southwestern variant of it. See what they can make out of it. We see also Z1, Ramad, with 3 members still got to be looking to push their way through. They just got in the circle now. Can they repeat the round 1 performance of getting something very high? I did say the top 5 dinner does earn me a free dinner, literally a free chicken dinner from Achilles.
Well, this is going to be a really rough spot here for 2 Gaming, though. Pushing in onto the high ground, their vehicle getting shot up. Leonzo trying to make it up the hill. Bloom pushing in. They're going to be taking damage from that. You can see that Windu did get knocked.
Look at that Suna.
Falling down the slope. Yeah, he is just going to be mincemeat here. The Groza. Inko will be able to take him down. Rianzo can't make it. That's going to be an elimination there onto 2 Gaming. So they go down 12th place for them.
TMT 46 found a little bit of conflict on their side, and Ipat just trying to go for the observing role. And Veloid, they're going to try to find Beve, as they were sort of as the winners last time around.
Good shots there on the Goi. Or Game of Year. Game of the Year.
It's not Go-T, but it's Goi.
There's no T, but it could be an implied T, you know.
There you go.
Very aggressive push coming through there onto them. And see, actually, it's going to be Nasa finding one. Asuna goes down, finds another one.
Nasa.
Asuna going to fall. Boy,
Nasa.
Can he pull this one out? He's going to get taken down, does get knocked here at the end, but Meve's still been ripped apart. It's just JJ trying to answer for this.
It's a team leader, and Villoy 2v1 here to see if they can get the finish here.
Yeah, not going to be touched at all right here. Comes down, finishes him off. It was a very admirable effort coming through there, but they get taken down in the end, so Beve going to be knocked out. 11th place for them.
Yeah, CKA, they're going to be just in this house all together. TMT 46, they're just trying to rush in, see if there's anyone around. Obviously, the audio is a lot more clear in the mobile version. If anyone moves around the house, definitely will hear a lot better with the headset on.
Nemo pushing around. This is Tepe 46 himself also showing up, paying homage to his favorite streaming platform.
Z1 back in
go. He's out.
Oh, look at this clip.
He's gonna get taken down though. Clip doesn't manage to find him. This is the shutdown that
nice
they
shot
need.
coming through.
Wow, going so dangerously low. Clip looking for another one. Manages to find the knock. And just like that M device, they wanted to overtake Z1. They wanted to beat Ramad. But losing this many members, that might just cost them.
I mean, Clip has been on fire since round 1, getting 8 kills in that previous round. Now already getting 2.
2 members knocked, and that's going to be it. Device goes down. And that is going to be his squad out at 10th place. They had 3rd place, in the first round. Now go out at 10th.
Could mean that the round 3 has to be the biggest game of PUBG Mobile they've ever played in. And Travis, of course, a very well-renowned team, very well-renowned player, as we know in the Indonesian scene. But of course, a very good finish in round 1 and a decent finish in round 2 means that they need a big finish in round number 3.
Yeah. I think a lot to bounce back from that one. TMT on the other side having a much better game than we've seen so far. Kills coming through. Lloyd also having a bit of a fight, but they push forward. They find one of the members here of NC Slasher. Try to crawl downstairs. They're going to be allowed to do so.
NC Slasher, can they just fight back for this one? Let's see, Veloy just trying to finish him up, but could have gotten a lot more deaths onto their own side.
Yeah, the captains really the ones remaining here. Slasher trying to heal as Lego starts pushing up the stairs. Finds him in the corner, should be able to take him out, and does so. NC Slasher and his team going to be eliminated there. 8th place over to them.
And we're gonna see
7 teams remaining.
The heal thinking like it was going to come through. They were just going to leave them alone. Definitely not going to happen.
I mean, look at this. We're basically averaging 2 players per team remaining, Joel, right now. 15 players alive across 7 teams. And TMT, they've got 3. They're going to be one of the most stacked ones that we have. I'm not sure if we even have a full squad of 4 left.
I mean, Ramad, I think their team has about 3 members strong. And I don't think they've lost a member since then. And see what they can do, because TMT 46, we've been on this camera for a long time. CK!
Yet again. Clip just keeps showing up with these kills. That's another 2 in the bag on those knocks. The members of CK going to be knocked, going to be crawling. They need Aurora to try to save them.
Chicken King, see what they can do. TMT 46
TMT might be able to get some steals here.
Okay, look at this. Z1 against TMT 46. This might decide the true winner here.
I think that Ramad that'd be absolutely huge. Tuja, in the meantime, fighting out against Ligos. They start pushing up the hill.
Oh, look at this. This is important right here. TMT 46 versus Z1.
Mimi himself into a rough spot. Bounces back around. Keeps himself safe playing inside the garage. Circle dangerously small now. Playing down on a slope into the road. Such awkward positioning that's going to be coming through here.
Actually, we're going to find Deloitte joining this fight here, helping out Z1 as they knock off some of the members of TM46.
He's going to be the last one, I do believe, alive. Yes, everybody else has been eliminated.
Oh!
And they're going to find him. Clip comes up with another kill. 11 kills total coming through. Yet again for Ramad's squad. He doesn't have a helmet, though. That could be crucial here in these final moments.
Oh, Ramad with 2 kills and see Clip with 9. Just needs to keep that man alive to make sure he gets more kills off of this. CK.
A 3v2v1.
Oh, look at this Clip just getting another kill.
And that's
10 kills all by himself.
Gonna be another one taken out here. 5 left alive.
Hey, hey, hey! Look what this means.
Oh boy.
That's a free dinner for me, ladies and gentlemen.
I did say that they would win if they make it into the top 5.
Hey.
I still have an opportunity to not buy you dinner.
Regardless, they would give me. You guys got me dinner off of this one.
We'll
Thank
find
you, Z1.
Aurora here, sitting on the side. Maybe able to play spoiler. He's going to push out into the open. He's going to look behind. Yep, he's going to get spotted out. Ramad sees him. He's got him in his sights, and he will take him down. Can they get the repeat win and basically secure first place here in Indonesia? 13 kills on the squad, already a monstrous amount. The first place 500-point bonus on top of it would basically seal the deal.
2v2, KZM versus Z1. That's all it comes down to. Clip and Ramad.
Trying not to live up to his name here. Kill Me sitting in the brush. Spots him, but doesn't take the shot yet. Ramad has no idea.
Should.
He's waiting. Starts shooting, but now he sees him. Ramad's going to get knocked. This could be it. Clip. He's been fragging out of control. Can he do it again? Kill Me. Spraying away. They get him in the end. They managed to get 4 kills is all that they accrue. KZN managed to take the win, however. They get that first place. And they shut down Ramad here from making it into first place. We'll go ahead and get his reaction after going down in second.
Absolutely distraught after that when he knew if they played that correctly, if they just checked around every single bush, they would have easily got that chicken dinner in that 2v2. But at the same time, but you know what we're gonna see. Just awesome stuff from Z1 once again. Ramad leading the charge, but this time Clip with the ultimate answer.
Yeah, I mean, Clip was just going out of control. And you remember, this started from a really rough spot with Z1 nearly getting eliminated inside the church. They got knocked. Salt managed to get the pick up there onto Ramad, brings him back into the game, and then they almost win it yet again. That certainly, with that many kills, would have just gone ahead and basically stapled them into the first place spot overall for all 3 rounds. But now that they fall in the second place, we'll have to get the updated standings. Should still definitely be in first place, but maybe they can be overtaken by one of these teams that was performing so well. Because, you know, Endra Vice, they were in there for a little while. They were getting some kills.
First place with 21 kills in round number 1 and 13 kills with a second place finish means that I'm not doing my quick maths, but just that alone, the information tells me with one more round to go decide the champions, I think they're so far ahead. We might need an incredible chicken dinner for one of the top teams right now for them to steal it away.
I mean, basically, it's almost like a 90% plus chance that they're going to have this, unless they get eliminated first and foremost with no kills to their name. That could possibly upset them, but otherwise we need a team to take first place, and they need to exceed or match the 21 kills that we saw from game 1. We're moving back over onto Erangel, so that should be a bit more comfort, a bit more ease getting around the map for these squads. So a bit less of getting caught with your pants down when you're trying to, you know, scale down this hill to push into Chumasera. But, I mean, the pressure is on for these guys. I mean, Ramad basically has this one on lock for he and his squad. It looks like these guys from Z1 might just be all walking away with some 128 gig Galaxy S9 Pluses.
Man.
And you know what? I have one. It's a nice phone.
You have it right here. It's here.
I won't go that far, but I do have one. It's a good phone, so these guys should be pretty happy if they can walk away with that prize.
Hey, you know what it is, though? You know, Killzone Noxious, they got the first place, and congrats to them. But we got to give the credits over to Z1. Just Ramad's squad on fire. Let's talk about the entrance to the church. They had went with a 4-man squad, got knocked away with 3 members away, and 1 member left standing. They lost 1 member in the end.
I mean, he was the first one to die.
He was.
One of the only ones to die, really. Until those last few circles coming through, he was really the MVP. He gave them a second chance at life, but really, really good stuff from them. But we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from that second round, relive it with that victory coming through from Killzone Noxious. But already, you know, we started off with very early action. Athena getting the first blood, but then also being the first team to get knocked out. Enter Vice they showed up quite a lot. Went for the really crazy play, pushing up into the high ground, into the the second floor of that house, and just ripping everybody apart.
She thought that Super Near did very well there, but ZD.
This was unfortunate.
This was really it. Worst part of the game.
Right as they came driving by, Valoy was just in the right place, right time. These guys. A really rough one. Yeah, you can see. That's about how I would feel in that situation. But we also had some really good sniping throughout this game. Virtuosos being a virtuoso with the Car 98, and this is back into the church here. Clip trying to come up trumps, couldn't do it, get saved in the end.
And they survived 3 members, which is crucial, just surviving to the very end there. But in the end, Z1 couldn't look through the bushes, they couldn't see through, and they couldn't get the win. But still, the second place finish with 13 kills, looking very, very good for this team.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit odd there at the end for Clip to try to go for the push over to Ramad to get the save instead. Should have played that one out a bit more slowly. He was already popping off crazily. He had 11 kills there.
I think so.
Were his, I do believe. So he was getting the majority of the frags coming in for his squad. I think he should have played that slow, worked a different angle instead of trying to rush over to Ramad to save him. And then maybe he could have clutched it out to actually get that second chicken dinner in for his squad. But either way, we can sing them nothing but praises because it's just been fantastic performance from them.
Hey, Achilles, you want me to tell you an interesting information right now?
Is it that I have to buy you dinner?
No. Okay. That's one thing. That's less interesting than this one, I'm about to tell you, because Z1 with Ramad and Clip, they're the only 2 players out of that team that collected any kills from the game. The other 2 teammates, let's read their names just real quick. Where are they? They see Boa Hunk and also Arsk. They got 0 kills.
Yeah.
Both players.
Yeah.
Ramad and also Clip. These two guys have been collecting.
Well, the one is using a different name because he's Salt.
Oh, but that's
still. I'm just saying. But he didn't need to get kills, Joel. All right, because he got the pickup. He saved their lives. He kept them in that game. If he wasn't there to do it, they would have been out. They would have been out so much sooner, and then they really would be in jeopardy for maintaining their first place spot.
Now, imagine me this. I mean, would they have done just as well with a two-man squad of Clip and Ramad just going as a Z1 team? Of course, they need some bodies to take some damage on, be that front line, obviously.
Yes. Every squad needs bullet sponges, Joel. That's how it works. That's why I play PUBG with you, because I need a bullet sponge.
That's not
so,
that's not
it's a
You're buying me dinner. You're buying me dinner. I'm the winner. You're the loser. Let's get this straightened out.
It's always a necessity. Somebody's got to take the shot. You know? They have to yell, "Get down, Mr. President," jump in front.
I never yell, "Mr. President." You're not my president.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I shouldn't, because you're buying me dinner and I'm the president for today.
All right. I'm not calling you Mr. President, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. You know, they actually could excel in two-man squads. I play it every now and then on the North American server and, you know, come up with wins every now and then. It's just fewer and further in between the wins compared to playing actual duos.
Of course.
But it certainly is possible to crush that hard. And so far, you know, Ramad and Clip have kind of been doing just that. Just the one iffy situation there in the church that really would throw that scenario into question. But otherwise, really, really great stuff from them. I mean, some of these teams, it's looking like they're pretty much going to be down and out. TMT had a good run, and I think that they're going to be in the upper side of the standings now. So we'll have to go ahead and get an update on that and see just where they landed. But I mean, teams like Athena, not looking good. First one eliminated there in round 2. Didn't do particularly well in round 1 either. So for them, I think coming into round 3, you just kind of go as crazy as you can. Just go all out, charge in, try to get as many kills as you can with no regard really for your own life.
I mean, are they really going for the first place prize anyway? Because I think
exactly. I think basically you're already written out of it at this point.
I think you have
it's almost locked in.
It is. I mean, Ramad Z1. I mean, this team has it locked in as long as they don't, you know, fluke, and they don't just fall off like that in round number 3. And Erangel, which they're feeling really confident about, by the way, and you know, if they can get a repeat performance of what they got in round 1, should see them very easily pick out the best of Indonesia, gets that gold avatar onto their tracks as well, and see what they can boast about their trophy for the many months to come.
I think the most interesting thing that can happen in round 3 is that Ramad's and you know, Z1 gets eliminated off the bat. I think that would be the most interesting thing. First squad out of it, just kind of throw everything into disarray. They already have a very, very strong lead. I think that they probably still would walk away with the victory. But if they get taken out at the beginning, maybe it becomes anybody's game. Maybe somebody else can try to overtake them by just going absolutely out of your mind. Because I think that's what you do. If you're a squad and you're sitting there, all of a sudden you see that, and you know, say Chicken King has eliminated Z1, you just go crazy. You just try to get as many kills as you can. As soon as you hear gunfire, you start driving over there. You start running right towards it. You try to get those kills in, because now you know what? We have a chance. We've been finishing relatively well in these first 2 rounds. If we can get enough kills, now we can overtake. Now we can walk away with that prize.
And from the first 2 rounds of play, we thought that PUBG Mobile was all about aggression, getting the kills, getting those 20 points each time you get in it. This time around, round 3 for Ramad and his team, it's going to be about survivability. You don't really need to go for aggression anymore. They thought they took a little bit of a conventional approach to take it a little bit more carefully in round 2. We saw that as they approached the church. Basically, they had close to no kills onto that very much the mid-game part of that round number 2. So it just means that round number 3, take a little bit more conventional approach, take a little more careful approach, and see what you can get out of survivability and see how far they can get up in the rankings.
All right, well, we've got 2 rounds in the books, guys. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the standings, see where these teams lie. Ramad's one, of course, going to be the anticipated first place, but everything else after that is going to be a bit questionable. Yeah, Athena there getting eliminated off the bat. You can see 80 points round 1, 90 in round 2, because they did manage to get that 1 kill, but otherwise they find themselves in dead last.
And look at Relax Dude, had a really great round 1 thanks to the effort by Mike staying alive by himself to the very end. Did very well in round 1, getting 325 points, but dropped quite heavily after losing to Z1 in that church area we were talking about earlier in round number 2, and that gets them in the bottom half of standing, right around the 11th place.
Yeah, you can see a lot of these squads having some rough times. STMJ squad there especially getting knocked out. Just the 80 points coming through. They have 1 kill to their name, or 0 kills, sorry, to their name so far. find themselves in 18th, but now the upper bracket, 10th through 1st.
Oh my God!
Yeah, what a commanding lead. 920 points from the first round, 655 with that second place finish, 34 total kills, which makes for 1575 overall points.
That puts them 680 points above Endrovice.
Yep.
Endrovice has to get 680 points. They can't win without Chicken Dinner.
Well,
they can't get the championship without Chicken
Dinner. The win
will
give them 500.
But what I'm saying is they get the win and they get the couple of kills to get 680 points. That's fine. But that's concerning the fact that Ramaz is not going to get any points in round 3. That's the calculation we have to make here. It just means that Z1 so far ahead. They have a decent round in round number 3. No one can defeat them.
No, they can't. So like I said, I think the most interesting scenario is if Ramaz gets eliminated here at the beginning, but just given their level of play, it just does not seem likely at all. You can see TMT there in 9th place trying to climb the standings, and we had Endrovice shift into 2nd over top of FKG.
And look at 2nd place currently at 895. 3rd place at 665 means that basically there's only 2 contenders for that championship trophy. It only goes to Ramad, who's going to be heavily already being the favorites, probably going to be the one to pick up that prize. But the second play with Endrovice, who's been looking really good all day long today, if they can have a huge round number 3, and round, of course, the first place with Ramad's team doing really bad in that bottom place standing, that could be the change up in the standings happening. But otherwise, we might just see the favorites become the favorites in the end. All
right, well, there's a lot of ifs and buts about this. Who will take the prize? We won't know until we come back from the break, guys. We're going to go to a quick commercial. When we return, we will have the 3rd and final round to figure out who is going to be the best PUBG Mobile squad here from Indonesia. Don't go anywhere, guys. You're watching the Samsung Invitational here. We'll be back in just a few.
Look at you. You're quite different, aren't you? You're limitless. Always ready to show your true colors. You're confident in where you're going, in what you want. And you never hide under shadows. You see, whatever you do, you make them look. Samsung Galaxy A6 and A6 Plus. Make them look. Look at you. You're quite different, aren't you? You're limitless. Always ready to show your true colors. You're confident in where you're going, in what you want. And you never hide under shadows. You see, whatever you do, you make them look. Samsung Galaxy A6 and A6 Plus. Make them look.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Indonesian Edition Pwk Tournament here is brought to you by Samsung Galaxy. I'm Achilles. That's Joel. If you're just joining us, where you been? You've been missing out on the action. We've already 2 runs deep in this event. 1 more round to go. And we have a pretty clear front runner at the moment. We'll be getting the standings up on the screen in a bit. But if you guys have never played PUBG Mobile, you want to dive in there, go to Galaxy Apps on your phone, download it from whichever store you prefer, really, and just dive into it. Because you and I have been playing in advance of this event. We've been watching these guys, and I got to say, they are making me very apprehensive about my own play because I am nowhere near as good as these guys.
And we thought that we could all become endeavors into trying to become as good as they are, but it never really becomes so because these guys, they're ready to play. They've been preparing for this tourney, and lots of famous streamers in Indonesia, from cosplayers and abroad, all these internet really famous people out there, and they're just trying to just make sure they get noticed once again. Of course, we're trying to reach out to the Indonesian viewers just as always, because they're going to be watching from home. But the English viewers out there, these you guys are watching right now, get to know some of these players right now, and they're going to be really just looking through, what they can bring to us, as some of the key players have already been noticed from our site already. See what they can do in round 3.
Yes, quite a bit. So speaking of those players who've already been noticed, we'll go ahead and take a look at the standings so you can see just where they lie. So NC Slasher, the squad, not having the most success, going to be falling down quite low, and this is one of our pro players who is on Team Arrowwolf, but has not been finding success. His teammate, however, when we get ready to flip over to the top 10, Endrevice has been destroying with his squad so far. These other guys, it's a very rough road for them. They want to climb as high as they possibly can, but for Endrevice and Ramad's Z1, it's going to be, the race for first. They needed to try to knock Ramaz out very early on if Endrevice wants to be able to get that first place spot. As you can see, the lead on the side is just so huge.
1575 to 895 is going to be the difference between the first and the second best. It seems that Ramad has been on fire with his teammate. Of course, we give the slack over to the other 2 people of the players from Z1, from taking the body shots to making sure their teammates survive for the longest of time. But still, the credits go over to Clip and also Ramad, who has been just fantastic over rounds 1 and 2, picking up all those kills.
Yeah, he and Clip have just been stellar players so far. It's been wonderful to watch from these guys. Great control of the weapons coming through. Great strategy as well from these guys here on PUBG Mobile, which is great to see. But now we're going to go ahead and get ready to throw into an interview, so we'll hear from some of our players.
Dan gue sangat amat yakin gue bisa menjuarai, apalagi gue bisa juara 1 di turnamen kali ini.
Gue prediksi kira-kira tim gue bakal bisa masuk 5 besar dari event ini.
Tim gue juga harus jadi juara 1 di turnamen ini.
Pada turnamen kali ini saya yakin tim saya akan masuk ke 5 besar. Enggak, ke juara 1. Yeay, chicken dinner.
Squad kita pasti juara 1. Ya, walaupun target kita tetap masuk 10 besar.
Dan bila sampai gue juara 1 dalam event ini, gue akan teriak, yeay, chicken dinner.
I will win this tournament and get chicken dinner for you.
Rank 2
2, rank 3, atau bahkan rank 20. Lupakan soal rank. Just enjoy the game.
Nggak cuma ngalahin 1 atau 2 tim, tapi gue ingin mengalahkan semua tim.
All right, there we go. A couple teams, you know, saying we want to vie for first place, we want to get it. A couple of them just say, you know what, we're here to have fun, and that's what it's really all about at the end of the day. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're into the plane for the third and final round, the Indonesian edition of the PWK. I say that because, of course, we do have Thailand up tomorrow. Same place, same time, but here we go back over onto Erangel. Another very shallow flight path here, Joel.
And we're going to see most of the west being covered, starting from George Paul all the way down to Sosnovka military base. It's going to be fine to do that, but Kameshki and Stauber, the split will definitely not be happening this time around, as long as Yasnaya, the Pwk military power, all out of the question for this very last flight path in. We could see some of the teams making a drastic approach, trying to extend a little bit towards their parachuting routes to make sure they get to wherever they want to be. Because they have different objectives for different teams now. Teams like Ramad, obviously standing very firmly in first place, will probably still be first place, even without any kills, as long as they can survive, even through the mid-game.
Spreading out across the west coast right now. You can see actually right next to each other, we got 2 squads coming down over here towards the shoreline. People going to be landing here below it down. They do hit. We'll see. Can get much looting in. They're going to come up with any nice weapons.
KG Nemo just trying to go for this Pwk area once again. Of course, it's definitely different from what we saw in round number 1 when we basically had 30 people in Pwk to start off the tournament, but definitely not the same case as we see a more casual approach into how we can just go through about the round 3. Could be a lot different this time around.
Take a look at North George there. NC Slasher near Athena. 2 teams that have been struggling so far. We'll see if they're going to clash and who will come out on top if that does happen. In the meantime, Elvin squad not going to be too far away.
Yeah, it's going to be one talk. Just going to be in the surroundings, just trash looting around. The circle that just opened up, so RDK against them. Let's see who's going to pick up the kills.
Well, they have to push in over towards Wanitok. So we'll see if any kills are going to come of that yet. So far, it's been deathless, which is the longest it's been so far, Joel.
I mean, look at Beve, though. You know, remember, they started off in Yasnaya, all by themselves. Basically the only team in the East Coast to start off the game, but they're the only one teams in Pwk now.
Oh, here we go. The would-be champions are nearly there. A couple kills would basically seal the deal. Z1 starts pushing up the east side. That lower half of the map is going clear up the street towards those barn houses. Back over to Athena.
Gonna be surrounded by NC Slasher and see what they can do. See the basically the most likely the favorites and eventual champions with Z1 leading the charge from Ramid. Because he has been looking very, very good for his team, along with his teammate Clip. But Rahman and Clip and the rest of the members of Z1 have been just fantastic today. Just rounds 1 and 2, just absolutely dominating first place and second place altogether.
They can hear those footsteps coming through Welly downstairs right now in the building. This is in North Georgia Pole. Nucci just waiting here with that Tommy gun. Here's him starting to come up just to the side that might have been heard. Welly is still hovering nearby, but it looks like he just jumped out the window and is on his way, so Nucci might be safe for now.
Yeah, for the time being, but Athena found it difficult to get many kills from today's tournament.
Big spread from both teams, really.
As we saw from the round 2 rankings is that, you know, Ramad, even if they lost out in second place, they got more points in the end with so many kills being collected. I remember it was 13 all throughout with 11 going on the Clip and 2 being collected by Ramad. It's still going to be more points overall over kills on Noxious, who did eventually get that first place finish with 4 kills, though. That's just going to put them right behind eventual champions, it seems like.
Well, this is going to be TMTU, our 5th place in the second round. Fighting off against the members of Rekka. It's going to be a bit of a back and forth, you know, blow for blow. Just keep critting Nox. Drago going to go down. Hugo's trying to answer here onto Nemo, onto Tepe 46 himself. Trying to get rid of that team captain. Spots coming in.
Oh, he probably almost shot his team.
Yeah, almost shot him. That would have been a really bad look. But they will just go ahead and spray away one of the downed members here, so not going to have too much luck. One kill coming through, but now they have to stop and heal up. Some without helmets. Warpath down on the ground here.
Trying to take some iron sight shots with an SKS from Hugos. But TMT46, they've been good so far, looking much better than Rekka for most of this tournament. But
that's Drago dead.
Here's a team that looked very good. Has been Z1. As we see, the opening of the circle has been more eastern. Gonna jump around Milta as the center point, and Beve still alone in this Pwk area, just right outside the circle. No rush for these guys to get to the next one, as they can just farm out the entire city without worrying about any potential intruders in the city.
Well, that's our first team eliminated there, with Rekka going down. So they're going to be out of it. Not sure where that's going to put them in the standings, but I imagine it's not going to be very high. In the meantime, Boat just going to be coming through.
We see Killzone Noxious, a team that finished up first place, but did not get first place overall because they didn't get many kills compared to the runner-ups. Z1 getting 13 kills compared to their 4 kills in Miramar, round number 2. But we're still going to be feeling pretty happy about the fact they collected a decent amount of points. Should get them in the upper half of the standing and see what they can finish up at round 3. Just keep their eyes on them.
RDK, 2 different vehicles going to be cruising on by. Well, he's disconnected from his team quite a bit, though. He's going to move way further up the east side if he wants to join in with the rest of them, which might just take him straight past Z1 here.
See a clip with 2 ammos, that UMP. Only needs us 2 to finish up the bonus gameplay.
Lacking any? Yeah, there you go. Wellick is going to be driving by.
It's much more difficult in the mobile version to knock people off vehicles.
Yeah, it certainly can happen.
Saw it earlier
but,
on the motorbike.
It is very, very rare. But even still have people hovering around Zarki at the moment.
Yeah, it's going to be the circle now just starting to close. And you see the restricting play area now being indicated to us. He's like the likes of Beve. Of course, they're just right outside. Still has to move a few inches before they get themselves into the safe zone. The NC Slasher still in North George. Still fighting it out against Athena. Seems like it's not done yet.
Yeah, he's still charging on. Athena's still hovering nearby. Not going to be the first team to go out this time. But even so, they're our 20th place team at the moment. So advancing up very far would likely have to take a chicken dinner and some kills to even push them into the top 10 at this point.
Kill Me not have a single weapon?
It would look like it. He doesn't have much. He's got some bandages, so you have to wonder what happened there. And one of the only things I could think of was that he got chased out of some houses and had to start running away because other people had guns. But
I think it was in Zarki, though.
Hard to say.
Zarki not having any...
Maybe he just arrived in Zarki and then saw the circle and he's like, oh.
Maybe you have to go to the restroom.
I have to leave.
Hey, you never know. Things could happen in life. Restrooms.
That's true. Sometimes you just gotta call, be like, hey guys, sorry, make sure I don't die. I'm just gonna AFK here on the stairwell.
Maybe that's why they went to Zarki, to make sure he doesn't die.
That could be. That's some drastic measures. At that point, I think you just write it off and you're like, well, if you die, you die. We'll see you in the circle.
That's definitely not a strategy to win a tournament, but a strategy to help out your teammate. Get his point across, but NC Slasher still at it against Athena. Athena.
No, but he's all by himself.
Yeah, suffered defeat earlier, but NC Slasher finding casualties of their own and see what they can make out of it, because we see a lot of teams now traveling along as the circle's now starting to close. And that's kind of the extreme circle that opened up in the east. All the teams from Pwk and onwards, they have to move inches to yards to make sure to get to the next spot fine. And are they getting shot from? Where are they getting shot from?
I'm not certain.
They're all alone though.
Oh, we're hearing. Sorry, we're hearing audio from a different player. So just cutting over there. Athena gonna be showing up to get some kills coming in.
All right. Get some kills onto TG.
Rianto gonna go down.
Toe Gaming, as we know them, but
already infinitely better than their round 2 here for Athena.
They got 20 more points than they ever would have gotten in rounds 1 and 2 combined.
This is true.
It is.
I think Wanatalk is already down to 1 player, which has been the repeat scenario for them. Slasher, he's feeling feisty. He's going to be going for some aggressive pushes here.
All by himself.
Getting tagged up. He's chasing in. Doesn't flip into the passenger seat to try to spray down.
He's not even running away. He's just going to chase after the vehicle like
trying
the
to
police
be
car.
a nuisance here, it would seem, but they're not going to have any of that. 2 Gaming's just going to go ahead and start driving away.
Now we see lots of teams crossing the shelter area to get to the next location, just trying to get to the center, as most of the teams are trying to do. Of course, the circle now has been placed right around.
Yep, Yogic by himself. Yet again, this is just the eternal suffering it would seem for him. Always loses out. Crate coming down. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first one. It's going to be an AUG, 4X, and a Dren shot.
Adrenaline syringe still only available in crates on this patch for PUBG Mobile. So if you kind of miss the old days of PUBG where SK was a but look at this.
Oh well, they're just going to drive up with the Beve and mow them down. 2 still alive, however. They're trying to answer back. Crawling around the backside of the vehicle to try to stay alive, and that is just going to be it. They just get ripped apart. That whole time they had Pachinki to themselves. They were looting so thoroughly. They run into Super Nair and they get taken down.
I don't think Beve missed a single house in Pachinki as they were looting out the entire city, but entire city donated over to Super Nair. Of course, the bottom standing team right now, but that's going to make them feel good for this tournament.
Yeah, really big show up for them. So far, both 2 of our bottom teams have been having some success here.
We're looking
between them and Athena.
ZD trying to approach the action here. They're going to be all by themselves. Jemet.
Here, definitely finding themselves somewhere around 15th place.
They're right around the Pwk at the being, and we're going to see WT with Jogic all by himself there.
Yep.
Trying to be invisible, be stealth as he can. And
I think they know he's there. He drove.
Oh, do you think so?
He was driving, so not sure if they spotted him. If he got there before, if he had beaten them there, then perhaps he would be safe. But you can see here, Athena going to be caught out in the blue.
While ZD picks up a first aid, kind of an opposing situation for both teams.
ZD coming through.
See
Lloyd arriving.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Star hiding. He's just got a double barrel right now.
Let's put another weapon with a Kar 98 in the mix.
Yeah, this is not going to be the best thing for you, but fortunately for him, it does look like Lloyd is driving off. So they are moving away from him, so he will be safe for the moment. But I mean, these are the extremes here.
Look at
He's
this.
going to go for a shot. Pulls it out, doesn't take it though. He's hovering, had his moment. Now they're going to be driving.
Let's go! Morningstar!
Just too risky.
He forgot
Doesn't want to go for that one. Doesn't want to draw attention because I believe he's waiting on his teammates to drive him out.
Z1, Kosher Salt. Right there in the mix with Super Nair. Super Nair feeling very good about their 4 kills that they got onto Beve. Just a little bit earlier.
They take down Z1. No, Tropes is going to fall. The answer one back. Kosher Salt. A 1-for-1 exchange. Tropes in a much better position to get picked up here. He's going to be inside. The likelihood of a nade flying over there.
We see Ramad going for the res there as Bohunk and also Clip. He's going to be just scouting around the flanks to make sure they notice. But Kosher Salt, is he not going to get rest up? He's rest up for now.
Yeah, picked up now. Nair pushing around the side. He's got the Kar 98 ready to go. 8x on it at this very close range. Going to be very difficult to control on mobile.
Definitely could be. And talked about snipers being a rarity. First success from all these teams. We're still seeing the bullet loops around the Kar 98, just good to go. That's what he can do with the Scar as well. Nair, the team leader for this team. Otherwise known as one of the best players in PUBG in Indonesia, credited by many. We'll see if he can follow suit, as currently he's still a bottom standing team after 2 rounds, but round 3 could look very different.
This drops yet again. He's going to bleed out so quickly if he gets taken down. Ramad comes up with that knock. And it's in such a rough spot. Trying to crawl around the backside of the house. Get out the safety. Ramad pushing forward very fearlessly. And Nemo's going to get taken down. Clip finds that kill. That's him to finish here on the Tropes.
Ramad has
and
4
things are
kills
going to
himself right now. And Z1 looking forward as to they can just push in to finish off the rest of Super Nair.
And that they do. They just go charging straight upstairs. Clip completely fearless here. Pushes in to take them out. Not going to be upset yet. The kills come through. And more as time goes on.
And
the mods, Z1 here as a squad, just really solidifies their spot in first place.
What else solidifies is that Ramad and Clip, they still have all the kills to themselves for the team.
Kosher got a knock.
He got a knock, but he didn't get the kill. That doesn't count. He's at least a kill.
He's at least participating here. Boa's been the one who's kind of sitting idly by.
You know, I can relate. I can relate to those two guys.
Right.
I mean, Let's not go any further from that one, though.
Well, here we go. Zero Death cruising up around Mansion. See that UAZ on the side. Gonna keep cruising past here.
See the car horn not being pressed. Very smart.
Gimana ke atas ya? Kanan.
He's cruising around, kind of heading over past Prison now. We'll see where they want to end up. There's not too many options available to them. You can see the members of Relaxed Dude actually doing a bit of a rarer strat. They're sitting down inside of shelter at the moment.
Relaxed Dude really likes being relaxed because round 1 in Ergo, we saw Mike surviving by himself. Literally had to stay silent, but Enterprise right along the mix and they can come in from here.
So is TG.
Yeah.
Hovering nearby. This could get really hairy really quickly for either side, 2 gaming.
Now if you're TG or Enterprise, do you decide to just walk into an empty shelter thinking that no one's in there?
Well, TG, it's only 2 members strong, so they might actually think that it's better for them to hide in the shelter at this point and could just walk straight into Relaxed Dude, but seems like they're going to go ahead and cruise away. But in the meantime,
Enterprise is in, so they're in the same floor as to Relaxed Dude. Mike and the rest of his team is just going to be looking for any type of audio or visual contact. Make sure they're aware if Enterprise decides to come in. They can take the shots here.
Should be able to. I've already heard them coming down. It's more about Enterprise having no idea that Nice Dude is inside.
Emos make out of this situation. Athena still strong. They haven't been eliminated quite yet. Still have 16 teams.
Comp not going to do too much good on that M249, but be surprised if we don't see that one picked up. Double 762 at the moment there. So getting that nice LMG would be very good.
Athena with Chervy hovering around. This is the team of Angela Tan, of course, a really famous host, female host in Indonesia. Hasn't done so well so far from rounds 1 and 2, but could look for a breakthrough as they already collected 4 kills from North George and try to collect more as their ventures continue here.
Chervy looking here, looking to snipe that.
Chervy.
Setox gets the tag.
Oh, nice.
Manages to take him down. 3 wonderful shots, one after the other. Finds that knock. Now looking for another one in the meantime. We'll flip over. Zero Death pushing forward to take down RDK.
Well, RDK here
is already the bad spot. He's going to get knocked down. The headshot flying through from the side was not looking at all towards Mengs. He finds that, and this should be the finish. Morningstar, you can see, finally reconnecting with his team.
Yeah, well, Lek is probably going to be knocked away. Going to be killed in no man's land, and Mengs just waiting for the right timing, knowing that the other 2 teammates from RDK cannot come to survive their teammates. But he's going to go for a rush here, Mengs. Going super, super strong on this one.
Pushing around. I'm just going to be tagged up here for the moment. Comes in for that flank angle.
They're just surrounding it from
here
multiple angles.
Some more damage. Shots coming through, but the grass is obscuring his vision.
Wow, they don't know how many people are available, but look at this, more skills coming through.
That's the knock, but she does right here.
Last man.
Bang's gonna spot him out. Doesn't even need to aim down that sight. Takes him out. It's gonna be 5 squads eliminated now. Another circle shift coming through, moving a bit more into the west side. Farm and Milta going to be wrapped into this, so everybody who's closer to Pwk, closer to Prison, is going to have to shift down.
Get Chervy after collecting her kill last time around, trying to get more out of this situation. Athena led by charge by Angela Tan. See what they can do out of this match. Already 4 kills for them.
I think that's more kills than they had in the first 2 rounds combined, so already a step forward. I'm not even saying that to be brutal. I just think that that's the actual truth here. But I mean, they're in a unique position because they're hovering around this this house at the moment.
And they got another one.
And they are closer to the circle. They can wait for this team to push out and then just try to pick them off one after the other as they try to rush into the safe zone.
That they are.
Oh, Yogic's still alive.
Yeah,
he's driving up. He's going to see these double buggies. He has to know. You should not
yeah.
be here. Yeah, he's going to go ahead. He's going to hit the boost on it. He needs to drive away from this as fast as possible and actually finds a very open complex here that is well inside the safe zone.
Will he invest in it, though? We're going to find out how brave Yogic is going to be. All by himself for the longest of time. Still 15 teams left in this one. Still want to survive for a longer time. He wants to bring his team a higher prize money. Of course, the higher you get, the more in-game currency you get out of this tournament. That's what the players are playing for, so they can get some sweet loot right after he's done with this tournament. Oh, look at this.
That's some team fire coming through as well. Some shots from the side, I think. 2 members knocked on the side of TMT. 5th place in the last round. Can they get picked up? Can they find success? Oh.
Way out
a bit of a flick. I think it made it into the... Oh, no. Okay, I thought it made it into that house for a second, but no, just going to be shorting it by the wall in the meantime.
That was a 12-year-old shot right there with that grenade. Could have been better, but get propped over. But TMT looking dangerous as CK still rushes in.
Yeah, they get joined in here. The nades getting ready to come through, looking for the angle. Chucks it in. Can they get that explosion? Looks like it fell down the stairs, perhaps.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to get that finish. They're pushing into the house. They're coming upstairs. They're looking for the angle here. The spray down getting ready to come through. One's going to drop into prone, but I don't know if it's going to matter. He's still going to be alive. One's going to be knocked. TMT
and they're out.
Just getting wiped. And they're going to be gone. 15th place. Not going to be helping them out whatsoever with their standings.
Yeah, Chicken King's going to get at least a paw of that chicken. Getting that very nice wipe against one of the top teams from round 2, TMT 46. But this time around, they're not going to find the same type of success as we see them getting wiped away at 15th place.
Rough tidings for them. Jemet still going to be in the running here. That 3rd place finish in the first game. At least in-game, once points were accrued, had fallen down a considerable amount.
Oh, look at this, though. Imagine going to be rushing in towards FKG, though.
Yeah, we'll be driving up. This is our
4v4.
Number 3 team at the moment here.
That's literally just a 4v4 right now. FKG, a top team from round 1. Man, it's not going to give them any chances. It's just driving away to the next location. All in the circle, though.
Or at the moment, can just keep hovering here. Andy Zul looking for an angle. Didn't find anything worth taking a shot at, however. So we'll just be staying here, silently inside the garage.
FKG currently a 3rd placed team out of the 2 rounds that they have been played. And Coolman, otherwise known as Andy Setioan, just a hilarious guy. Just a joyful guy that streams on Cube TV. He's going to be looking to bring his team to success. Of course, the Browns, just a bronze-colored avatar would still look good on their bowlers.
Looking for the shots here as they get into the UAZ, but he misses. Would have been a very nice takedown there by Xperia, but not going to be able to come up with it.
Chicken Gaming, Chicken King, trying to just move through here. Get through Milta. Of course, that's going to be it's a little bit outside the circle. They still have to drive in a little bit further. A little bit north of Milta is going to be where the circle's located. CCD. Trying to spot out the location here. They're going to be right around the Harry Potter. Making sure establishing position. Already in the circle. This stuff.
Hanging out, but going to be cruising by. Shot's going to be taken there. That Chicken King.
Oh,
and actually find one knock there.
Man.
Really nice shot coming through.
They can get more.
A little bit more here, Jeff. Starting to spray away. Not going to find it, and I think they honestly might have to write their teammate off instead of they're going to.
Oh, look at this though, Athena.
You're going to go low. That's going to be Chevy getting taken down. Valoid trading this one back.
Oh no.
And that is going to be it. The smoke comes out, but it's just too darn late. They're going to be eliminated. A better run here in this third and final round, but Athena not going to be taking it the distance here.
14th place finish is the best they're going to get all day long. And look at this, more kills coming through.
Yeah, now it's going to be Z1 getting ready to join in the fight. Clip finds one there onto Aurora.
Oh, no.
NASA taking down Vindar, however, and Ramada has been knocked. DD Gaming finds that one.
CK Chicken King.
He knows how valuable that knock is.
Oh, yes.
Bring someone else. Ramada on the backside of the house here. The rest of his squad getting ready to push up the bullet sponges. Getting ready to take the shots for their fearless leader.
Oh, DD Gaming just wishes that he can get more kills out of Z1. Ramad already getting knocked away. Wonder if he's going to get rezzed up. Still no action following up after that knock came through, but Z1's still here.
Blues
Everybody else coming in.
DD Gaming going to be surrounded now. He's the last one left.
They're inside the circle for now, so CK, they can take it slow to make sure DD Gaming end. Oh, Kosher Soul's got to get a kill.
Yep, manages to find one.
Yes!
Picks that one up. Ramad gets another one because he already had the knock going through. That's 6 kills over to the side of Z1 at the moment, and CK going to be eliminated with 3.
Yeah, other than Ramad and also Clip, this is the first time anybody else in that team got another kill off of their shoulder. And we have a Cautious Soul finally getting a kill.
TM sitting nearby. Zero Death still alive with 4 members. This has been a much better run from them so far. And he's looking, Mengs right now, looking for the shots onto the members of Ramad's team.
CCD just trying to rush into this situation.
FKG.
Yeah, strong team.
Just about out of the running for first place, but still we're sitting in 3rd.
Yeah.
Taking down Z1. That'd be a really good way of punching your ticket into 2nd and overtaking Endrevice.
Hey, you know what it is, Achilles? If you see FKG get one knock onto Z1, they'll know what that means.
Yep.
And they'll go for the rush.
Mengs is still waiting. Keeping up here onto the high ground with the rest of his squad. Looking down, they're playing along the edge of the circle. They don't have to shift, however, though. Already inside.
TMJ just in the mix, but this is the important one where FKG,
I mean, they're in
Z1. Oh, look at this.
Here. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Wasn't paying attention, perhaps. Just pushing straight up the stairs. And that is going to be one of the members of STMJ squad going down.
Yeah.
Instant finish. Another kill fed over to FKG as they try to keep climbing the standings.
Below getting knocked away, but Z1, they're here. Ramad, they're ready to fight.
Always happen.
Oh, Ramad!
Semcast takes him down. Now looking for the finish. Oh, Result charging in. The bullet sponge in action. Boa as well getting knocked, but Ramad, he's going to clean him up.
Oh, my goodness.
There's another one there. Peels back, keeps himself alive. He's going to push out one of the stairs. Oh, Ramad's going to go down. And that's going to be it. They have been eliminated. FK
11th place.
Come up with that win. 11th place, as you say, for Ramad's Z1.
What does that mean? If FKG gets first place on this chicken dinner, that could mean huge. Probably it's not going to get them first place overall, as we probably would see Z1 pick it up in the end, but I think FKG feeling very proud about that one.
Lloyd going down. Jemet as well, getting taken out by Morningstar now. Fire back there onto the Relaxed Dude members. They're going to fall out. They've been taken down. The shelter, they try squatting for so long. They get taken down in the end. 10th place for them, and probably not many kills to go along with it.
And we see STMJ just finding trouble against Villoid. We see ZD just trying to fight back against FKG here.
Morningstar spraying away, looking for something. Does manage to find the one knock.
So many players right now. 26 alive in this tiny circle that we see.
There sees Odysseus. He'll take him down. Mengs swinging around the side. Zero Death has honestly been playing the best round of this tournament so far for them. They have been absolutely fantastic.
Mengs got 7 kills all by himself with 8 kills in total, just firing towards Jemet now. Can fire through the smokes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it saw him before the smoke really came out. Takes him down, Sum 31 going to be eliminated. That's 8 kills now for Zero Death. And they're not done yet. He wants that finish.
Kills on
to get more.
They're the ones that picked up the chicken dinner in round number 2. Of course, only got 4 kills.
Now they have
added on with that.
0 at the moment.
Yeah, they're not team about kills, obviously, but Kintil and the rest of KZN, see what they can make out of this situation, because they're up against ZD, who's been looking fantastic in round 3.
Oh, Yogic finally getting eliminated there. Made it all the way in the 9th place by himself, but gets taken down, and now it's going to be Kill Me. Living up to his name, gets taken out here. Windu GG comes up with that one. Finish him off.
Yeah, Till Gaming, they're just finding up to here. See that north cluster right around the shelter. Just going to be chaotic once that circle changes for the next one. Device.
Pushing forward here, Nemo. They're still alive. They're still very much in this, so it has been a much quieter game from them. They have 2 kills, and honestly, they have to be worried about FKG overtaking them in the standings, so they need to start getting some frags on the board if they want to maintain that. Speaking of FKG, though, 2 members of Zero Death getting knocked down there as they push up onto the higher ground. They have a decent little down slope to play with.
Still the second place team and the third place team with Entervise and also FKG not collecting nearly as many kills as they need to pick up that first place. 2 kills for the side of Entervise and 4 kills for FKG means that they need to collect a lot more, as you say, Achilles.
That's going to be 2 gaming going down.
Entervise, 3 men knocked away. They have to get the rest up very, very soon.
WoW needs to get these rolling through.
One at a time, should do the job, but FKG, they're still looking around the flanks, looking around the vision to see how many more kills they can get. They need a lot more than 6 to win the championship. Doing this again, so hiding around the bush.
Man, Samcast comes up with another one off screen. He has been absolutely destroying here for his squad. Skintle is the only one left alive on Killzone Noxious. No kills at all across this squad. Still managing to find a top 4 finish, though.
Yeah, 4 teams with 10 alive. Means that
one. He gets KG Leo.
Okay.
That's another knock. These guys have basically all been knocked before, so that's really going to be hurting the Entervice members.
Yeah.
As they're going to start bleeding out very rapidly.
And they can't get the res up anymore because it seems like WoW doesn't have any time to go for that res altogether.
Noxious has been eliminated.
Just trying to move in towards the situation. FKG versus them. It's going to be the key scenario here. And FKG, they have 3 members you can work with. Actually, they have 4. Samcast was just along in the mix, just all by himself. And
Devices just has 2. It's just WoW. And KG Leo, he's trying to get this res off, but Andy Zool is pushing around from the side. FKG looking to take the 2nd place finish.
Right, and FKG, they're strong enough. They might just be able to beat out Enterprise, but how much? We're going to find out.
He finds him, knocks down KG Leo yet again. Now he's going to be pushing in. He wants to finish this off. Morningstar going to be knocked. Samcast, or rather, Samcast going to get knocked by Morningstar.
Oh!
Wow, straight away. Manages to find the knock there onto Andy Zool, but can he get the pickup?
Morningstar, this could be huge right here.
Yeah, sitting in the crack. Cool, man. FKG getting dismantled. Wow, taking shots from the side, dangerously low. Hides behind the tree, gets the first aid off. Still 3 teams in the mix here.
Morningstar, are you serious? Are you just going to wipe out the entire side of FKG all by yourself?
He's really looking for it. Gonna finish this one off. Wow, pushes around from the side. He's going to take him down. It's going to be the 1v1 to finish it out. Morningstar versus Entervice.
Taking the blue.
He is taking the blue. He's got to push out. He's going to see this. He's going to be mincemeat. Right out in the open, dips around the tree, finds the shot, and Entervice will be able to take the win here.
8 kills?
In round 3, 8 kills to their name. Zero Death coming in 2nd place, get 10 on the board. Fantastically done by them. With that 1st place finish, Entervice should stick in for their 1st place, or for their 2nd place spot here.
They tried their best, but with 8 kills, I just don't know if that's going to be enough to beat out Z1, because with Ramad and his team, they've got a middle of the standings in terms of 11th place finish for these guys, and we know what that means. As the higher that they get, there comes a lesser of a chance for other teams to pick out their championship trophy. So we might just have to do a quick math and probably expect that Z1 will pick up the 1st place overall, but we're gonna have to find out with the standings.
Yeah, it seems highly likely. But this 3rd round was really good. It seemed like a lot of teams who were slumping in rounds 1 and 2 kind of came online. They woke up a little bit from their stupor. Athena, managing to pick up several kills, comes in there, get a decent finish. NC Slasher a little bit of the ways through there. Supernair as well. Some good kills coming in. So it was really nice to see the squads who were on the lower half of the bracket start to climb their way up. Zero Death, of course, coming in with that 2nd place finish. Really heroic stuff from Morningstar at the end, but can't get that win. Not sure how much it's going to boost them up the standings, but it should be quite a significant bit. I'm expecting maybe top 8 for these guys.
But at the same time, I think the big story is that the top 3 has pretty much been unchanged in round number 3. I think talking about Entervice and FKG, they're still up there sharing that top 3 positions altogether. Of course, with Z1 kind of unfortunately being knocked away in the middle of the game, right around the 11th play, but still goes to show you that collecting lots of kills and getting the win on the board is no slouch for all these teams who have been really confident for these top 3, have been doing it all 3 rounds long.
Yeah, I mean, they're clearly just going to be the most dominant teams that we have here. Z1, definitely got to give it to them, have been stellar on the day here and probably are going to be our champions for Indonesia. I think it's highly unlikely that anybody got enough points, if not mathematically impossible. But, I mean, you know, they finished in 11th place in the 3rd round, but I think we can excuse it given the performance from rounds 1 and 2, especially round 1 when they come away with 21 kills. It was just absolutely disgusting from these guys. And, you know, a very big group effort overall. Ramad and Clip going to be the 2 top fraggers, but Kosher Salt coming in, he's going to be the one gets the single kill, gets a couple knocks throughout, but he's the one who's there really kind of playing the utility role for this squad. So just wonderful to see from those guys. Endra Vice comes through, gets you know, that first place win right at the end. And I think that they have clinched that 2nd place.
Very, very close to. We're going to find out in the standings very soon enough. But talking about Z1, I think the interesting thing about this team is that there's clear roles for different teams right now. And the 2 players with Clip and also Ramad definitely doing well, but the other 2 players definitely serving that utility role. As you say, we're going to get to the replay and see how they all did.
So you say Clip, we got some clips here, and maybe some clips of Clips. So we'll find out as we get ready to dive into the replays here for the final round of the night, with Endra Vice able to pick up that win. Wonderfully done by them. But, you know, it was looking scary for a little bit. FKG was really looking like they might be able to take it, but this was just all out brutal warfare, drive up on each other, and just cut them down. Beve getting eliminated. Some good shots from Shervy as well.
And look at Athena getting one of the few kills we've seen from them all day long. Good for them there, but Z1, look at Ramad just fishing for any type of kills to come through, and did very well there.
Yeah, I mean, he just literally uses Kosher Salt and Boa as fodder, pushes in. As soon as he sees that second, as soon as he sees Cool Man hiding up on the top, feels the need to pull back, but gets taken down here. And you see just kind of scratching his head.
Could have done better. That's what they all say.
Yeah, definitely could have been a better performance on the 3rd round, but overall, excellently done. And this is going to be the final moments here as they push in and gets taken down in the end. Can't get that victory. Hands it over in the end to Endra Vice, but it was a really, really good effort overall coming through from those guys. Pushed it to the limits.
I think we saw Ahmad Naufal as that kind of the guy, the blonde guy with the long hair at the end. He's been just a character just to watch. He's been having some entertainment values already to this tournament. Of course, he hasn't had the best of results in today's tournament. Getting a great finish in that 2nd place finish on that round 3 is good for him. But otherwise, this is what it's all about. I think it's all about the invitational of bringing in streamers and cosplayers and any type of internet fames out there, just to bring in them and to have a fun time in a competitive format. And see what we got was the teams that went serious. Definitely was that top 3 teams that we were mentioning, but the other teams, I'm sure they had a great time today's tournament as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we get the name, you know, the player well-known invitational coming through. So it's going to be these guys, you know, the people, you know, in Indonesia and maybe even some outside of Indonesia know these guys very well for their work on YouTube and streaming and whatnot. So it's always good to see when you have these kind of like celebrity deathmatch things going on, to bring them together and see just who's going to win. Turns out sometimes it's the players who actually play on esports teams. Other times it's just going to be content creators and whatnot. I mean, really, Ramad coming in here is one of the top MOBA players in Indonesia. Not even shooters, but sometimes you're just good at video games. Doesn't matter what type of video game it is, whether it's an RTS, you're trying to play StarCraft, whether you're trying to play PUBG. Sometimes you're just good and you can excel, and that's exactly what they did here. And, I mean, again, they almost certainly have this first place clinched. Any other result would be absolutely mind-boggling.
And you talk about pro players touting the competition, but at the same time, let's look at some of the other teams that didn't do so well coming from the pros scene. You talk about Super Nair.
I'm sure they'd rather if we didn't, but we'll do it anyway.
Supposedly, he's the best and the most famous Indonesian PUBG player.
Yeah.
Didn't do so well today with his team. Kind of just, maybe the blame goes over to his teammates, perhaps, but otherwise, I mean, Endra Vice did well coming from Airwolf ADS, one of the top teams in Indonesian PUBG. another teammate of him, and NC Slasher, not the best performance by him, obviously, and RDK, not the best from them, and see, we just know that the streamers still play to their full potential, still can get these top standing. It doesn't matter if you're pro or not. You can still have a fun time. Maybe get nice wins here and there, and that gets you closer to the prize win at the end of the tournament.
Yeah, there's always the sneak up factor. You know, you catch somebody, you get the flank, they're distracted because they're firing at somebody else. Suddenly you just walk up the hill and they're sitting there, a couple easy kills right there, and suddenly you just slingshot your way closer to first place. So always can happen. You never know. Not always will the best team win. It's really hard to quantify that as well. Who is the best team?
And out of 3 rounds, right? I think that's the most important thing. We're not having these typical 8 to 16 rounds of play to decide, which out of the 20 teams is the best team to go out with the championship trophy. It's not really like that. It's just 3 rounds, just 1 day. Anyone can have a good day out. They can win the championship, get that really nice Galaxy S. Galaxy S, what are we at now?
S9 Plus.
S9 Plus with 128 gigabytes. Man, that's a mouthful right there, but that means you gotta got lots of storage to work on that one. And seems like Z1 with Rahman, he's gonna be getting that phone all to himself.
Yeah, I mean, already got one just for participating here in the tournament. It was already given one, but now through his heroics, through with the help of Clip especially, maybe all 4 of them now have netted themselves some nice Galaxy S9 Pluses. It seems highly likely. On top of that, they're going to have that gold banner more than likely.
Oh, yes.
Whoever comes away with a win, the gold banner there in the lobby on your avatar. So everybody knows, I won an international tournament. I'm good at this game.
Literally, the 4 players out of the entire Indonesian region will have that gold banner.
Yeah.
Nobody else can even buy it with money.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're going to look at the standings.
Yeah,
very soon,
I'm hearing the standings are ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. I believe we're going to start with 20th place through 11th before we get into the top 10. So let's go ahead and take a peek at this. So relax, dude. Guys chilling out in shelter there in that final round. We'll finish in 11th place. 2 Gaming at 12th. Velas Fanatis coming in at 13th. And
look at Athena jumping up 10 points above Super 9. They're not last place anymore.
Yeah, and that was a very unexpected result. You can see there, rough 2 first rounds, but coming into the end, they get to 230 to close it out with a 6 kills total. Velas Fanatis, they had a lot of kills. They got 15 throughout, but just didn't have good finishes to really back it up, so they suffer heavily for it.
Shout out to all these teams who have been trying really hard, but let's look at the first place finish.
And there you go. Not really a surprise here coming through. 220 points ahead. Or, no, I'm mathing wrong. Never mind.
180 points.
Joel will do the math. It's 180 points. I was doing it backwards. Ramad C1 will come out with the win. 3rd round, almost no points accrued, but it was really that first one where they netted 920 that sealed the deal. And with that 2nd place finish there, or that 1st place finish in the final round, Endravice does get the 2nd place overall, overtaking FKG.
I mean, look at Ramad, C1, Endravice, and FKG, the top 3 for today that will get the banner. They deservedly get it because they're so far away from the rest of the competition. Just combine the 3 points together, and you probably get a close to 4,500 points just for the 3 teams.
I mean, to put it in perspective, they needed 10 more kills in that final round to overtake Z1. Just was not going to happen. But, congratulations to those teams. The top 3 especially going to be walking away with phone prizes provided by Samsung. So excellent for those guys, as well as all of the in-game goodies and even some T-shirts that, especially for Ramad Z1 that are going to be saying that they are #1 in Indonesia.
Yes, they are.
So some wonderful stuff for those guys. Got to be feeling pretty proud about the way that they played here today, because it was great to watch. Every time we had them on screen, there was always action happening, and they were more often than not crushing their opponents.
And what we got out of the conclusion for today's games is that Ramad has the best team in all of Indonesia, and he's going to be rightfully putting that gold banner around his avatar every time he logs in to mobile PUBG, and his teammates going to be thanking him for it, because especially Cautious Soul, he did get that 1 kill, but still puts a lot of credit over to the other 2 with Clip, and also Ramad's doing so well.
Yeah, but of course, all of this action here today not going to be possible without Samsung Galaxy, our title sponsor here of the Player Well-Known Invitational. That's Indonesia basically in the books here now, Joel. Really wonderfully done by them. All those players going to be enjoying those wonderfully provided Samsung Galaxy phones. But it's not done yet. I mean, it's done for today, but we're not done yet here for the weekend, because tomorrow is going to be Thailand. We still have that coming up, guys. It's going to be the same place, same time on Sunday here. as we get ready to crown the top teams in Thailand as well. We already got Indonesia out of the way. Let's see another country, see who's going to come out on top there.
We got 80 players, very excited to see them, just get to introduce ourselves, introduce them to us, and we got to see some exciting players that we continue to look out for. But let's see what kind of players we can find out from tomorrow's game. Should be very, very good. But right now, Indonesia, very exciting. Thailand could be more exciting tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. PUBG, huge in Thailand, so these guys are probably going to be extremely excited to go ahead and play in this event. So we'll see how it's going to be, who's going to come out on top. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a wonderful day here at PUBG Mobile. We'll be back tomorrow with the Thailand group. We'll see who comes out on top then. Till then, have a good night. See you tomorrow.